Aloha. Hey guys. So here we are, Aloha Friday, and back to another live. So last week's live was awesome. I really enjoyed hanging out with everyone during the live last week and did not get as much of my project done as I thought I would because I ended up talking just a little too much and having a little bit too much fun, but it was awesome. And also I really enjoyed hanging out at that time with everyone. So over the last few weeks, days, it felt like weeks, I've been trying to come up with some ideas of what we could do next. Talking's always good, and we'll always go towards talking at the end. No way around that. But before I go sharing a little bit about what we are going to do, I do see Miss Rosaling here. Thank you, hon. Love ya. Mwah. Thank you for joining today. And actually, in fact, Rosaling's one of the people that, as I got talking with more and more and kind of retouching on a part of my life, that I started going back to books I've read over the years. And this was one of them. What I wanted to talk about today was one of those. So it's actually in our discussions, Rosaling, where all this stuff popped out. And then thanks to Annie's live the other day, where I ended up sitting in Barnes and Noble's, trying not to cry as I was hearing Mike's stories, I remembered this book and was like, yep, I gotta grab it and let's start something, because I think it's something that would help all of us at this point. Amber, thank you. Hey, Amber's here. Welcome. And Scout's here. Thanks, Scout, for coming. And also, yeah, this is really going to be a lot of fun. And after we're done with this, I'll definitely open up the panel and we'll have fun. And sorry for the noisy little bird behind me, because someone has decided, of course, since I'm talking, she's got to talk, of course. And also a little bit about this book and when it came into my life. I'm guessing it was about, maybe even 20 years ago or so. I was going through, I know it is. I'm sitting here, Rosalie, exactly. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another friend. Oh my gosh, that's what I love about this. That's what I love about YouTube, is it's just this never-ending group. No matter what group I go into, there's always someone there that I know and I care about and I like talking to, and I can't help but smile the moment that I see them. It's great. It's great. Sorry, I'm getting excited, but yes, it's great. And also, yeah, the book, The Four Agreements, which is what I wanted to talk about today and in the next couple lives, is a book that came into my life about 20 years ago, I think, give or take. I was living alone, my first time living away from the house and all, and like it happens to so many of us, we start dealing with all of our own issues. Survivor issues start popping up. Okay, it's something about when we are out around, well, just with ourselves, starting to become independent, doing those things, that a lot of those issues start coming back to us. And we're at a point in our lives where we know we have to deal with them. And that's what was going on. And Rosaling, I agree with you. This book, out of all the books I've read self-help books. Okay, I've read many of them. I think all of us have read many of them. And I think this is one of those books. It's an easy read, easy read. But it also speaks to you. It's so simple. It's not this huge, complicated thing that you've got to figure out. It's 4 agreements. That's all. Just 4 things you remember, and you could put that towards other agreements that you add on into your life, which I'll explain. But it's very simple on that level. And I found I read the book actually probably in one night. It just really got to me that quickly. So as I've been sitting here the last few weeks, and a couple of us are starting to go through our own, hey, Susan, welcome, aloha, happy Aloha Friday. And yes, Aloha Friday is a thing. It is a thing in Hawaii. We used to all wear our muumuus, okay, muumuus and all that stuff. Nah, not quite that anymore, but we still have fun on Fridays. So anyhow, the 4 agreements, I started noticing not only are a lot of us dealing with our own issues right now as survivors, we're dealing with our own stories. We are dealing with things going on YouTube itself. There's a lot of, we all know the drama, and guys, this is not a place for drama. Okay, yes, it's a place that hopefully we can work on the things that affect us during the drama. Okay, there's nothing wrong with working on yourself and your issues that kind of drive you during those times, but it's not about the drama. And that is a statement I did want to make. Okay, this is not a place to get, every one of us are dealing with issues. And sorry, dog's thing. That's why she's sitting right next to me where I can shut her up. And hey guys, stop it. Thank you. Treats. Also, start a live, have treats. And hey, Cherry Cake. Shoot. Sorry, guys. Of course, someone comes out of the other door. So anyhow, I'm sorry about this, guys. The book itself, if one treat doesn't work, you go to the second treat. And if that doesn't work, you kill the dog. No. They are my best friends. Yeah, oh yeah, you don't want that now. You'd rather bark. And so anyhow, this is a time for us to come together, figure out ways we can become better, okay, how we can improve our own ability to work with other people. Cherry Cake, hello, and Winter Moon Pixie Faye, hey there. And also, I love that name, by the way. Okay, I've gotten to see you on other groups, Discords and stuff like that, but actually, I love that name in YouTube. It's perfect. So a little bit about the 4 agreements. It's written by a gentleman by the name Don Miguel Ruiz, and this is actually, sorry, I do almost all my reading on my iPad late at night, but that's actually the cover of it. And he has a couple other series that come after that. The 5th Agreement, he has a companion book, he has some other things that also work, but this is definitely the great place to start. And he starts off by talking to us about something he calls domestication. All of us remember, I mean, how many of you have kids there? Potentially, okay, you got kids running around the house. Okay, if not, you've had nieces, nephews, things like that. Kids come in to that, yes, your name, Winter Moon Pixie Faye. I love that name. I love it. And kids come into the world and they're blank slates. Okay, and over the first year, 2 years, 3 years, okay, continues on, especially around 5 years, something starts happening to them. Okay, they have this joy, happiness, freedom that we all love about children. Okay, they are just amazing. But we also realize as they get older, they start going to school and they lose parts of that innocence. Okay, that ability to be loving and open to everyone. All those things start changing. That's part of this domestication process that Don Miguel Ruiz talks about. As soon as we're born, what's the first thing that starts happening is we start learning rules, okay, agreements with our parents. Mom and dad start teaching us it's not okay to go screaming and crying in public. Okay, at first it's just by quieting us down and stuff like that, but slowly that turns into, oh, no, these are public places. We don't want kids doing this here. As we get older, okay, I remember sitting in church and mom and dad sitting and telling me when I was 3 years old, okay, shh, we're in church, we gotta be quiet. And they're setting up these agreements with us, these rules between us and the public and the rest of humanity. Okay, another example would be how as we get older, okay, big one, a 6-year-old child is at a party and they go up to this woman, and I would love to see how many of you out there have had this happen with your child, and they start saying, how old are you? Or even worse, in our eyes, are you rich? My niece used to do that all the time. Are you rich? And immediately as adults, we're like, oh my gosh, what do we do? This isn't right. This is okay. But it's natural for them. These are the things, this is how they see the world. And so we start teaching them immediately. Hon, you can't go asking a lady their age. Ladies don't like to tell their age, so you cannot do that. Immediately, the first thing in the child's head is, that's bad. I get yelled at. People don't like me. Oh my gosh, that lady won't like me because I asked her how old she is. Those are the things that continue in the rest of our lives. New agreement declared right then and there between that young child and humanity. You don't ask a woman their age. So that's what domestication is. And some of these rules are very important. They're very, very important, okay? Things such as, if you see that little red light at the crosswalk, you don't cross that crosswalk. Very good rule, okay? But others, over the years, we start creating not just the ones that are with the public at large, but we start creating them for ourselves. Rules that we ourselves cannot follow or are supposed to follow. It could be, if people tell me that my hair looks better long, oh my gosh, they don't like me anymore, so I'm always going to cut my hair short. Okay, little things. From what people tell us, we start developing new agreements with people. So what the book is talking about at this point is how some of our agreements are, hey, Gulf Coast Mama, hey there, and happy you made it and all that. Yeah, I know some of you guys this is one of those weird times where you're heading home from work or things like that. So awesome, you made it. And some of these agreements rob us of our happiness, our joy. And what we need to figure out is, what are those? Yes, Rosaline, exactly. Cake is a breakfast food. It's got flour, it's got eggs, it's got sugar. Okay, I put sugar in my Cheerios. So what is so bad with that cake? Exactly. And also, that's what it's all about. Find those rules. Okay, find those agreements that are hurting you. And say, aloha, adios, goodbye. You're not part of my life anymore. I know how to be who I am without these rules dictating who I am. Okay, by doing that, we go further in life sometimes because we're not being held back. And so that's what the whole thing is about. It's finding those agreements that work and really make a difference for us without holding us back, giving us joy. How many of you guys, let me ask this, I've actually wondered, how many of you guys have heard of Marie Kondo? Okay, you're cleaning up your house, and if something brings you joy, you keep it. If not, toss it. Put a 1 if you've heard of Marie Kondo and her joy thing. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, 2 if you have never heard. And if you have not heard of her, that is totally fine, because I know, okay, there they come. We got a couple 1s. I've tried that. My problem is everything causes me joy, and that's a big issue for me right now because I need to get rid of stuff. I need to declutter. And also, okay, Scout is a 2. She's actually a great, it's all about cleaning up your life, okay, decluttering your life, and all comes down to, if you find something, okay, if you find, okay, my medicine cards, does this bring me joy? Yes, it does bring me joy. So I need to keep it. Okay, this, I'm sitting at my dad's old desk. One of the awards my dad got me, does this cause me joy? This one's a harder one. It had a lot to do with Dad, so it brings me joy remembering Dad. But is it really something that this specifically is what brings me joy? So it's the same thing with the agreements. What of these agreements bring you joy? What can you actually continue keeping, and what can you actually get rid of? And sarcastic superhero girl made it. Yes, yes, my gamer in life. Yep, exactly. Okay, sarcastic superhero girl loves to play games also. Same here. It works. And so when Don Miguel Ruiz took a look at everything, he came down with 4 agreements. These 4 agreements he felt if you had, you could truly build your life up to a certain place. Okay, you could be happy. You could deal with issues that are occurring within yourself. That's what we are going to focus on in the next couple lives. I'd like to focus on 1 agreement each week. And the other thing that we do have is I will be activating a Discord at the end of this live today. And part of it is the normal Discord, but part of it is I really would like people to be able to have a place where they can work on these things. They can come and do some journaling there if they want to do it there and be supported by people who care about them, or at least have the writing comments where they can go take their own journal and work on it. We'll also have a section of the Discord where we can work on these agreements. How can we put them into place in our own lives? Help each other, because a lot of times I can't come up with the ideas myself, but if someone else shares those ideas, it really helps. So real quickly, I just wanted to give you guys a real quick rundown before we finish of the actual agreements as they come together in order. The first one is don't take anything personally. This is a hard one. This is probably my hardest one right there. I'm always taking everything personally. If someone says something, whether they say, oh, loco in that sentence or not, that it must have all been about me. Oh my God, I fucked up. Oh my God, what did I do? Okay, immediately it's covering everything that's going on in my life. And a major issue. Okay, especially here, I do have to say, especially here with the internet in general, because some of these other things deal with the word and the word as we speak. Don't take anything personally is hard when you can't see the person's face behind the words. Really rough. And so remember, our words do affect people. Okay, and people take things personally. Stop it. There's no, okay, it's not about when people are talking and they, even if they do say your name, oh yeah, local is just ridiculous. Did you see her, the live the other day? She went on for 18 minutes and she hasn't even gotten to the 4 agreements. Since when does that actually have to do with me? That's the thing. Okay, more times than not, it has nothing to do with with me. It's more about what that person is going through. Something is going on with their own life at that time. And those are things that we can help them out with. We can be there to help support them with. But it's not about me. It's not about you. Okay, don't take things personally. The second one, always do your best. That's all we can do in our lives. Okay, we tell it to our kids. Why don't we believe it ourselves? Okay, why can't we just accept that we are doing the best we can? It's not always going to be perfect, but you know what? If you've done the best that you can, that's all that can be asked. Okay, no one else can ask anything else for you. Next, be impeccable with your word. This ties in with that don't take anything personally. Okay, we know what it feels like when someone else talks about us. Okay, what does it feel like when you talk about other people? We'll talk about what the word impeccable means. There's a meaning behind that, which actually connects in with everything. And last, and sorry, here come the dogs again because I've got people in the next room. And lastly is don't make assumptions. My other big one, big one, goes along with that. Don't take anything personally. Okay, you take things personally. 9 times out of 10, you're making assumptions. Okay, arguments on YouTube and you start thinking, oh, but what if people see me in this chat? What will they think about me on that thing? What about this? We're making assumptions. Okay, those assumptions are making us take things personally. All these things build on each other. And that's what I loved about these 4 agreements. And what made them so easy for me is that 4 little agreements, 4 half sentences, statements, connect with each other, and they really make a major difference in your life as you try to put them forward and make a difference. So the plan is going forward, we will actually start doing more of working on these each week. We'll work through one of the different agreements. Coming together at the end during the week, we can talk, work in Discord on different things. I am right now sharing that, sorry, let me find the place. I'm sharing the Discord itself. Please feel free to go there. Hopefully it's set up okay. It's been a while since I set up my own server, so we will see how that works. But the idea is we can all come together as a community, work together on things, because it really does make a difference. This group, a lot of us share the same or similar backgrounds. We're dealing with a lot of the same issues. And you know what? That's not a weakness. That's a strength we have. That's where we can come together and really learn from each other, help each other, support each other. And it all comes back. So that's what I wanted to do over the next couple weeks. I don't know, did anyone have any questions? I've kind of been talking and I've not been doing really great on reading chat. Sorry about that. And also, but thank you guys. Yeah, Scout, thank you. It actually just popped into my mind night before last. I was like, oh, wait, this would work. And it just kind of came together. So hopefully I'll be a little more prepared in the future. But no, you are not talking. And also, that's where we'll be going, though. That's where things will be coming together. And yes, she's crying and whining, and she wants to go. My brother and my mom are in the room next door, and she's like, I want to go in there. But then she barks. And no, you are not doing that. Okay, you could sit right here with me. How's that? Say hi to everyone. Yes, say hello to everyone. Little twerp. And, yes, this is Cassie. Cassie is, a troublemaker. And also, thanks, Rosaline. I'm so happy. You know what? And Rosaline helped because, you've helped me a lot, okay, with some of your comments that you bring up. And that's what I want is when we're in this Discord, everyone, let's help each other. We all have so many different things to share with each other that we can do that. So if we don't have any comments, what I'm going to do at this point is I am going to open up into panel. I love you, Amber. Guys, Lufa, you made it. Love you, hon. Aloha. And I just really, I've said it before, I really don't know how I lucked out by finding this community. Started off with just supporting one person with their Discord, and next thing I knew, a whole new area of life opened up, which just truly amazed me. So I put in StreamYard there. Guys, this could be talking about what we've been doing. It can be just talking story. This is usually where we devolve into chaos. I have not opened it yet, but I am ready to devolve into chaos. Yes, I am. Everything was set for that. And, yeah, Rosalind, synchronicity. That's exactly it. Okay, all of us, just amazing what happens when we all pull together. And even through the rough times, we all end up coming back together and talking. Little troublemaker. You are not talking. Yeah, we're not talking to everyone in the world. No way we are. And oh boy, here we go. We got Rosalind. Who's that, Cassie?
Hello.
Hi,
everybody. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I am thrilled that you're doing this. This is
It's
awesome.
I was trying to think what are things that I could use right now, and my thought is if I can use it, I'm sure other people could too. And it's special to
Okay,
the
here you go. Sorry. I have the wrong hair on for YouTube.
how dare you?
I
How
know,
dare
right?
you now?
Who's going to recognize
Exactly.
me? I don't know. Oh
I
my
love
goodness.
you. My
I
mom's the
love
same.
coming I
Yeah.
love coming on here and seeing all our friends, and that's why when I've done my lives this past 2 weeks, that I truly I get so excited when you see faces, right?
People
And
must
it's
think,
just
oh my gosh, but it's like, no, you're
it
excited.
really is exciting. So I'm thrilled you're doing this specifically about this book because I have it. And, oh God, it's full of love. I don't remember now because I haven't like 6 times yet. But also, if not where you want to go with the book, local libraries, which are sometimes open now if you have your mask on, they will have the audiobook, and you can download it to your computer and put it on the thumb drives and give it to friends.
That
Because
is an awesome idea.
especially people that you know are trying their best to evolve and haven't a clue, but they really say they want to make changes, and this is presented in such a way. Now I learned them in a different order than what you said, but it's still the four agreements, and the fifth is those four plus, but be skeptical.
Which is good. I need to bring
Yes.
that one in too.
Yeah.
I do need to bring that one in too. And
And
it's
I'm
like,
not going to jump the gun for you.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm not
no,
going to jump the gun for you.
yeah, no, I think that's a good one to bring in because unfortunately, you can
Oh
do all those
goodness.
other four things, but not everyone is good in life. And
Right.
even in following those, you can get yourself in trouble. Yeah, I agree, Winter Moon. Her hair, I love it.
Oh
I love
please. This is
my
my
mom
work hair.
used to wear wigs also, and they were the best thing ever was to watch and see, okay, which
Check
one's she going to come out with
I
today?
can
And
poof, yeah, I can poof it out just a little bit, and it makes me feel a little bit more. Um, it makes me. They make me feel differently. Like this to me is authority, and I don't take no shit. You
there you
know,
go.
and I wear this. I got home from work. I just haven't changed. I've been sitting here trying to catch up on everybody. You know how that is. Some people go to Facebook all the time, and I'm on YouTube. So
Yep.
Scout and Choir, I love your haircut and color. Oh, honey, it's a wig. You will never see my real hair. And I don't say that. Well, I guess I do say it more often now than before. But thank you all the same. Um, but yes, Loco, I'm thrilled that you're doing this. I really am. And you're so natural at it. And all it took was, for me, was just getting on here a couple of times, and knowing that I'm talking to a friend, and even the friends I haven't met yet. So
That's
aloha,
that's
sweetie. Aloha.
oh, aloha.
And
And
oh, I have
it is so
eh,
true. Your Karen wig, oh my gosh.
goodness.
No,
Oh yeah, my Karen wig. Somebody
you got
just
me
liked a
on.
comment, so I'm thrilled. Um,
Oh,
sorry, I was getting, yeah, this is my Karen wig, yes.
yes,
And it
yes.
needs trimming because it's starting to flip out on the sides.
So
And
do you do
I
your
don't
own
care for that.
trimming at times? Do you
I'm
trim
sorry,
them?
say it again.
Do you
Yes,
trim
I've
them?
I've had I've been wearing wigs long enough, and I've had enough different types of wigs that I'm comfortable that if it needs a trim, I'll do it. And if I mess it up, you know what? I didn't pay a whole lot for them. It's not like I'm paying over
Yeah,
$100 for hair, because
you
there are
got
some websites um, that I watched for how they uh, style them and how they put them on, or the latest colors or different styles, and they're very interesting. But then I started thinking, well, I'm not paying $300 and $400 for synthetic
yeah.
wigs, right?
Yes. It
So
is
I
so
started going to different places. I started going to different websites and finding them. Amazon, $20, 20 to $70. I will not pay more than $70 for hair because it's
yeah.
only good for 3 to 6 months. Okay, maybe a year if you take good care of it. That's why I
Right.
switch them out, because the rubbing on the back of the neck, and because it's a synthetic fiber. So
Oh,
like, you know how a sweater pills, a sweater
yes.
of a certain, okay, or certain clothes pill? Well, they don't pill, but they get kind of nappy. So I retire them or trim them up. So yeah, wigs are a crazy price. So
Interesting.
just look at Amazon. If you don't like it, send it back, you know?
That is, I'll
And
have to
don't,
say that to mom because yeah, she had when she was dealing with cancer, that's when she started wearing them.
right,
And she discovered she loved them so much that she's
right.
like, I'll still wear them. Exact wigs by Vanity. They're human hair
Those
wigs.
are ridiculously expensive. I've looked, and I love them because I love Willem Belly. I think it's Bly, whatever, and Courtney, and all those wonderful queens. I love them so much that I've watched them. But yeah, they're really expensive. They're like $250, $300,
Wow.
and they're the puffed out queen hair. So I really want them to look. Well, this is a little bigger than what I normally wear. It's got some height to it. Yeah, I don't want to get too crazy with it. But
Interesting.
if anybody saw my live, I guess it was last night. It was only a half hour. It was real quick. Yeah, I forgot to send out the half hour warning. Sorry.
It
I've already got
happens.
the setup. I know. I'm still learning StreamYard. But I had on the gray one, but I had it swooped from this side over. So it had some height, like this has height to it, and it looks so
Yes.
good. It's like, oh my God, I should wear that more
With
often.
your haircut. Yes, exactly, exactly.
And see
Cool.
if I find a cool one, I'll get two of them
Yeah,
and
that's
I'll
what mom did.
alternate. So yeah.
Yeah.
So plus
Wow.
$900 with fitting. Oh my God.
With
It better
fitting.
darn well look. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they have
Oh
a
honey,
couple.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Yeah.
expensive. Yeah, my mom, there was a catalog that she would get hers from, and they were pretty
Paula
reasonable.
Young.
And
Paula
so,
Young used to send out catalogs.
yeah, it might have been. And but she just loved. There were a couple that she loved. Cassie, you're going to make me hold you, aren't you? She's sitting
That's
here.
okay. If I could hold her, I would for you.
There you go. We pass around the circle.
Right?
Got in trouble earlier. She and her mom got her. Halpia is her mom, and Halpia
Okay.
is 2 weeks away from giving birth. So she wants to eat tons of food, and she went after Cassie's food, and Cassie
Oh
did not
no.
like that. And mom got bit. But yeah, you are a little rugrat, totally. So yeah, I missed last night's also. I didn't
That
notice
was
it
my
until
fault.
so I'm going to have to go back and watch.
It was
I
my
try to go
fault.
back and rewatch them all.
That would
So
be great because the more, the more people that watch, the more word that gets out. And last night was I don't want to replay it or anything, but it was Thankful Thursday. And so I just kind of went over the difference between being thankful and having gratitude, and trying to get people to recognize that no matter what your situation, you can always be thankful for something. You can always find something to have gratitude over or with. And um, it was
um,
15 or 20 minutes or half hour is what it was, so
okay.
um yeah, so Winter Moon says it was super short, $900. It was super short. It would definitely be a Karen wig nowadays. Wore it twice and decided ball was easier. Well, they have glue, excuse me, body adhesive
There you
that
go.
goes on with
Exactly.
a roller that, yeah, this is not going anywhere. This is like if I got in a fight and had to pull off my hair, yeah, it wouldn't. But
It would be
but
interesting.
it's
Yeah.
a water soluble adhesive called It Stays, and it's for um, to keep hair on, to keep synthetic breasts on, to keep synthetic body parts on. That glue adhere to your actual skin.
Here's okay.
So,
Got it. Got it.
and then I just have a little water bottle that I spritz it where around the edges where I have the glue, and it just water soluble. It breaks up, and I just pull it off.
Huh.
Gently put
Interesting.
it back. Yeah, we'll do that off YouTube maybe one day.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. I'm Rosalind. I'm putting in your your YouTube channel,
Let me
and
do that because not everybody has the right one.
oh, definitely. Then yes, definitely. And
Thank
myself, no, I do
you.
not have a Facebook right now. I'm kind of starting with the Discord, and then I'll move from there if we feel we need anything. My big concern, even with the Discord, was that we're almost too saturated with Discords and all right now.
Right.
Yeah. And also, I almost didn't do it, but then I was like, you know what? This is going to have more than just the normal Discord. So that's why I went ahead and said, okay, I'll do it for this time. So, and hey,
Okay,
Jet's
back in
mom.
StreamYard. Okay, I got it.
Yay, you got
Jet's
it.
mom, hi, hey. Miss
I'm
you,
happy
girl.
to it. And also,
Let's see,
yeah.
wait a minute. Winter Moon Pixie says, yeah, I had the glue and a lacquer to brush it out with. Ended up getting my wigs, young girl who needed more than me. Oh, that's really sweet, though. And
Bless
see,
you.
I have a lot of friends in the alternative community that use wigs for all kinds of things, and they'll put 2 and 3 of them together. So when they do their queen shows, that they have
Yep.
all this hair. I mean, it's
Oh, yes.
all out there. Pardon me. So at least they go to good homes, and I've got my I've worn them out for me,
Right.
but they're still in
And
relatively good shape, and for theater. So
and that's what I was going to say. We do that quite heavily. People will donate and we reuse everything. Yeah, this is
I've
what
had a
she's
couple
doing.
that are so sweet.
She's like totally dead weight.
Yeah.
And she's hot.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, but
I'll
yeah,
bet.
no,
It's still kind of cool here.
theater and all that. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat who's done this, but for those of you who've ever donated your hair, really thank you. It made such a difference for my mom when she was going through her cancer. I know a lot of people who do that, and you guys have no idea how much of a difference that makes to someone who's going through it.
Yeah,
So,
it can.
oh gosh.
And
Oh yeah, no, I made a mistake myself. I was trying to grow mine out at one point so I could donate it. I was like, you know what? I'll turn it right back and give someone hair myself.
Yeah.
Stupid went and bleached my hair. I did
Oh,
highlight.
no.
Yeah, that does not work.
Oh well.
Yeah. So it's long.
Yeah.
If it grows out
That's
another,
fine.
who knows? Girl Scouts troops have donated. Oh, that's cool. Spirit gum for wigs during Halloween show. Yeah, that's actually very cool.
Spirit gum will pull out your little hair around the edges. You know what they call their edges? Spirit gum will pull that out if you really don't use a spirit gum remover or acetone or whatever it is. Yeah, and I tried that for a hot minute and went,
not for you.
That's not going to work because I have enough hair that especially when I wear my silver one that you've all seen on the other channel, that I could pull out my own hair from the edges and pull it back so you can't see the break in the hair. So it makes it look a little bit more natural. But I won't get them if they don't look natural. Let me take that back. I've gotten several that are the curly, crazy hair that, oh my God. I'll have to show you guys somewhere, maybe in my Discord.
I gotta see that.
Because my natural hair is like pinky curly.
Oh my God!
Or at least it was.
It was. I know that. Yeah, I've got the.
There's very little of it left. Pardon me.
I said Winter Moon. I had a mermaid hair that was green, blue, and purple down to her butt. It looks. Oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. I love that combination. When my niece did that combo.
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
Gosh,
I have a long white one that has pastel blue and purple in it. And it's just like the gray one has the white that comes from behind. It has like a pastel blue and a pastel purple through it. And I'll put it on one of these days and show you all, but it's not the one I would wear every day.
Well, you got that. It's your special one.
That's for my camp days, right?
Exactly. Okay, Cassie.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to go? Do you want to get in there?
So, thank you, Winter Moon Pixie Faye. My silver one is the same as her daughter's. It's my fave. It's one of my faves too.
Yeah,
the other one that I love that's my fave is my red one that comes down and it's like this long.
Oh yes, I think I've seen that one. I think I have.
Yeah, I did it in whatever after show we did where I showed all of them.
Yeah,
that was fun. After show was fun. Well, I don't want to take up all your thing, but watch watch for my channel. It's growing quicker than I thought, which is really a neat thing. Tarot Tuesdays And all
Yep.
my times are 7:30 Central Standard. I might go to 7, but right now it's
Okay.
7:30. Tuesdays is Tarot Tuesday. Thursdays is Thankful Thursday. And Sundays is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. And
Okay.
that's Slow Down Sundays. And that's kind of relaxing and chilling and taking some deep breaths. And maybe we'll eventually do some meditation. But I just want people to one, I want to help people get out of their funk. Tuesday with the cards. Thursdays with, hey, wake up. What are you thankful for? Look around. You have shelter, you have food, you have clothes. Are they clean? Yay. You have washer dryer, you have laundry facilities. You know,
Exactly.
you've got stuff. So
Right.
to wake up to that. And then on, thanks, Trey K. And then on Sundays, used to be set aside as a day of rest.
Yep.
We don't
But
do a whole lot of resting anymore.
yeah.
So that was put upon my heart to bring people to a point where even for just 30 minutes, which is all that live was, and I'm going to
Yes.
try and keep to that, to just go, let's breathe. Okay, would you take a deep breath and
Yes.
exhale, and just a couple, 3 at a time. How you feeling now?
Yes.
Type in the chat. Let me know right now. How are you feeling? Ooh, okay. Now let's take some deep breaths. Now tell me how you're feeling. Wow,
Yeah.
funny thing, it works. So
It
yeah,
does. And that's the thing. It
actually,
those things do
Scout.
work.
I don't know if that's the right one. Let me
Yeah.
let me
We're going
see
to
if I
put
can
those
get the
in.
other
And
one.
yeah, everyone, please. And there's also anyone else. I pinned the StreamYard link. If anyone else has a channel or wants to come up and just talk, or if you have a channel you'd like to talk about. I mean, there's a lot of people trying to start channels. Please come up and all. But definitely Rosalind's. I've really enjoyed going on to
Thank
hers for
you. It's
sure.
been a lot of fun. I'm going to post it here again. And Scout, if you want to copy and paste it from what I put in here, that would be lovely, because that one I know is for sure. The one that says J'adore for now, I'm not sure if that's the right one or not. So it may take you to the
Okay.
same place, but
I
I
need to
don't
double
know.
check that
So
myself.
just to be on the
Yeah.
safe side,
I
that'd
need
be
to double
great.
check that myself. Make sure I've got, yeah, I'm subscribed to
Yes,
the right
and
one.
I want to go back and make sure that I'm hitting subscribe and bell for you and thumbs up.
Thank
Yep,
you.
got
Yes,
it.
just make
So
sure.
never miss another live.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, these are, I think that's what's great. I mean, we all start coming onto this place as just a group we can talk story with, but each of
Right,
us have talents or things we'd like to share with people. Why not use that? That's what we're put on earth to
right.
do. And
And
all.
and and when I was on some of the other channels modding, I started realizing that this doesn't feel right for me.
Yes.
And so I
Wait.
kind of backed away from some of them, and I have unsubscribed from a few that left me less than happy.
I
My
get you.
inner spirit was just troubled after being on certain channels, because I'm not a true crime enthusiast. I'm into spreading love. I'm into sharing love. I'm into what can you do for you today to bring your vibrations up. Now, I might not use those phrases, but that's basically what I'm trying to do. Because the more we raise our own vibration and the more we help each other raise our vibrations, the vibration of the whole planet changes and hopefully gets better and better and better, in spite of what the news is telling us, in spite of what you might
Exactly.
read in the paper. Things are getting better. So, wow.
I found myself
Whatever
very
Pixie said.
during
Yep.
that. Dinner. Oh gosh. Oh, it's 2 to 4 p.m. right now. Hey, you're pretty close to mine. I'm actually 3:44 right now myself. So, and but yeah, no, I myself, when I moved out of my apartment into, oh, we've got someone else backstage. Hello, Jet's mom. Hello, my dear.
Hi, soul sisters.
Hey, how you?
Hey,
Oh, it's been a
this is
week.
okay. Sherry K. Sherry K. I'd rather use the one that I posted, not the J'adore one. I'm glad it's the same channel. That's good to know.
The same
But
thing as
let's use
me.
the other one for now. Okay. And
I
I'll
had
try
the
and
same thing happen. I had two different channels. They look alike, but I'm using one of them, not the other one. So, and but yeah,
the
no,
one I
after
just posted. The one
is the right
excuse me,
one.
I'm sorry. The one I just posted is the better one, I think. So,
Okay.
yay.
So that's the one
She's
we
so
want.
beautiful. Look at her. Oh my gosh.
Oh
She's
gosh.
just so beautiful.
Yeah. After the last
Yeah,
couple, I was
you.
in Annie's looking at
My
books
little
and
soul.
stuff, and certain books I totally, when I moved into with my mom, I haven't found all my boxes yet. And that
Oh
includes a
my.
couple of my crystals, which I'm furious at. I've got to tear things apart, and a couple of my books. But like I used to love my medicine cards. I mean, I've got American
Yes.
Indian, Choctaw, so that, and then, so I bought that, and then I came across these there, and I was like,
Look, I'm getting closer so I can see them. That's so funny, right?
exactly. I was like,
Oh, those are
woo!
nice.
So yes, I'm going to try to get to know those cards a little bit more. But I do that more for myself. I'm not at the level where you guys are. I do it more for myself and figuring out what I need to be
Well,
focused
it's been
on in my
years
own
though.
life. Yep. There
Right.
you go.
But I've been
And
doing them for years. And
exactly.
once you learn the basics of the basic numerology behind it, and all the ones mean beginning, all the twos mean choice, all the three means creativity. But it's in the suits where it's material aspects or emotional or God, I can't remember off the top of my head because they're not in front of me. But it
Yes.
comes when I have them in my hand, you know.
Right.
But
Exactly.
they have four different, and they mean the four different corners. They have four basic colors. They represent seasons. The major arcana is the fool's journey in life, and it's really, I mean, there's all kinds of things to learn about them.
I would
And
love
and
to
I,
hear all that.
I
Yes.
there are lots of YouTubes about them that could explain it a lot
Oh,
better than I. But I would be willing
so cool. Yeah,
to
I had
help
never heard
people
on that
have
level.
them. There's so
Yeah.
much. Oh my God, there's so much. So
Well,
much.
see, that's
And
why I
that's,
kind of like the Oracle cards were so cool, is because it didn't get into the rest of it. It was just your
yes.
gut feeling. If it's sitting there saying gratitude, well, guess what? You can kind of figure things out from there. And the animal, my totem stuff, okay, with the medicine cards. Okay, if you see crow, you know what crow means to you. Okay,
Yes.
and that's why those are so easy for, I think, a beginner, someone who's like me, just trying to figure out how to listen to themselves and listen to what needs to happen. Yes, I'm happy you were able to make it, Miss Jet's mom.
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how you doing today?
Oh, gosh. Oh, that's my son in the background. He's excited because my husband just found he's really into wrestling. And apparently we have all of the, what is it? The world.
WrestleManias.
Oh,
WrestleManias.
Yeah.
I remember those from back in the day.
I do too. And also,
Exciting.
those were crazy back then.
Yeah, it's been a week. I got fired by text, rehired.
Oh, you were? Okay, I hadn't heard that part.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
so professional.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
But you know what, though? It's
Wow. It is what it is, right?
Everything happening for a reason. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's just kind of one of those silly things. I'll ride this wave out as long as it takes, and I'll start my own thing when the time is right. Let's just go that way. I work in a cool industry, and
Yeah, you do.
I'm really passionate about what I do. I love helping people.
Yeah, you are.
And that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, that's crazy though by text. That is,
Yeah.
I agree, Winter Moon. That is like, no. In all the years that I did management, that is not something that you would do. And
What was that
By a
movie?
millennial, right?
Isn't there a movie where someone breaks up with someone with a Post-it or something? Like, what was that? I can't just.
I
That's
wouldn't
like,
be
No, I know
surprised.
on Grey's Anatomy, Derek and Meredith's wedding license. They just wrote their vows on a Post-it and put it above the bed. But it's not getting fired.
Big difference
Yes, I
there.
will marry you
Yes.
someday. Right.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's crazy. That is nuts. That is so.
Well, I'm
crazy.
glad you're back there for whatever reason, because maybe that's you're planted there by spirit, put you there to show them specific grace,
It's true.
you know,
That is
and
true.
because you didn't bite anybody's head off when you went back, you just went, okay.
oh no.
Yep.
I guess when it, we have our different personas, I think, in this world.
Right.
We have
Yeah.
I have business Margie, I have mommy Margie, I have best friend Margie. There's a whole bunch of different, and it's not like I'm saying I have like DID, and no shaming anybody who does,
Right.
but like it's not. It's just we have different people that can come out. I had to learn how to become a little bit of a hard
Yeah.
ASS. I don't want
Oh
to
yeah, same here.
pay
Yeah,
orders to my son.
Yeah, because he can't spell, right?
yeah, yes, exactly.
Oh,
That first
speaking of
time they
him,
come up to
Say
you and
hi.
they pull you
Hi.
up. There's Jen.
No, I need to watch WrestleMania.
oh, okay.
Yeah, don't stop
Right
WrestleMania.
now.
What's wrong
Yes,
with you?
total priorities right now. Oh my
Good
God,
grief.
so funny. Yeah, wait till that first time. I remember when I did it to my mom, they're spelling words out, and then all of a sudden I pop up and I tell them what it is, and they're like, oh God, well, there goes all those years that you can secretly talk behind your kid's back are gone.
In front
Yes.
of your face, right?
He was actually watching me on I was writing something on, I think, to so I was on Discord and I was typing something. He's like, oh yeah, mom.
Oh my.
Gosh.
Right.
Oh, kids.
That's
Especially
wild.
now, they join. Yeah, things seem to get pushing forward quicker. They're getting older quicker or something. Okay, on certain levels, they're no. And but certain areas, they're just progressing. I don't know if it's education
They
or
are.
I love it. I
crazy.
mean, being a mom is the best thing that happened to me. I wasn't quite expecting it, but it happened, and it was
Right.
it's just I mean, it's the biggest blessing is watching someone grow, and whether even your friends or your adults in the spiritual realm, watching people come into their own is pretty
Yes.
fabulous.
It's always
awesome. Intermoon. Some people, there you go. Some say I'm lovely, some say I'm a bitch. Believe, but yep, that's it exactly. Depends the moment you get me, what personality I'm going to pull out of the hat at that time. So, oh gosh. But what you say is true. I think all of us do. And that's actually, I think, scientifically known. We all have different people that we are depending where we are. Okay. Different parts
It's all
of
part of the
ourselves.
4 agreements. It's part of the 4 agreements.
True.
And the domestication is how you behave around your different sets of friends, and how you behave at church, or how you behave at the grocery store or at work, or because we all have different people that come to work as opposed to the people we are online or in real life or whatever,
Oh yeah.
So
How many people are coworkers would be just go nuts if they saw the people we were right now? They don't match.
My boss today. I told my boss today, my supervisor, I told him that I have a YouTube channel. He says, "You what?"
Oh my
He
God.
says, "Really?" I went, "Oh my God, it's so much fun. You have no idea." And I showed him my channel. I said, "You're not going to fire me for pulling it up on the work computer, right?" He says, "No, I really want to see it." And I told him about StreamYard, and I told him, and he saw my passion for it and said, "I might have to check that out." I said, "Okay, you can't fire me for stuff I don't do at work. I'm just saying." Because he and I have had discussions before about what I call my woo-woo stuff.
I call it the woo-woo. I call it my woo-woo.
Yes. Where'd you first hear? Did you get that from Lisa Williams? I got it from Lisa Williams.
I don't know.
Because she used to say it on her channel, the woo-woo stuff. And so he and I have had discussions about things, and I said, "Stop a minute. I got to tell you." And I blurted out some stuff, and then I said this and that and the other, and he could just, "How did you know? How did you know that that's what I was trying to talk to you about?" I said, "Medium, psychic,
That's it, exactly.
psychotic, one of those two." But he says, that's really good. I went, "Well, that's remember." And so today I said, "Okay, remember when we had that conversation?" He went, "Yeah." I said, "That's what I do on my channel." He went, "Really?" His eyes got all big and everything. He said, "I might have checked that out." I said, "Just know that that's separate from this."
Yep.
So
it
was really fun.
Oh my God.
It was fun.
That is so cool. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
the
it
thing.
was.
Plus, he's finding out some of your other talents, not just the woo-woo stuff.
Well,
but
we
dealing with
don't have anything to
story art.
discuss at work. We have nothing in common. Nothing. I don't talk sports because I don't watch sports. I don't watch TV. I don't read the newspaper. If there's something bad enough, somebody's going to tell me. So
Right.
I keep positive flowing in. And when there are discussions at work about these things, I'm just sitting there with one ear in my TED Talks and
Yep.
just doing my job. And yeah, so Sarcastic Superhero says she's going to find the tower decks and put it in my Discord because I do have a Discord too. I don't know how to share it. I don't know how to share it.
I
I
don't.
So
I accidentally called somebody on Discord yesterday.
but that can
Oh,
be
I
fun
can't.
because you can do like FaceTime on Facebook.
I don't know
And-
what I
and-
did. I was just like, I wanted her to be my friend.
Okay,
And I called her.
my dear Rosalie,
Oops.
it's up
Yes.
to you, Rosalie, but I can invite people to your server, but I want your permission before I put the link in.
You can do that on this live. Yes.
It's live right now. Okay, got it.
Yeah. That will be
Okay.
just fine. If anybody wants to join my Discord as well, yeah, no bullying, no harassing, no negative, blah 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 blah. You know
Ninja.
the
Be
stuff.
kind. My whole thing was all be to say, be kind
You
Right.
got it.
to anywhere and
That should
everyone.
work. Let me know if that does not work, guys. But because of the way hers is set up, I am able to invite people.
That's because
Jeff,
you're my
do you want me
mod.
to do the same for you? Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're sweet. I don't honestly. I'm still launching everything.
Working.
I'm working with that programmer. I learned actually a lot. So if we want to get together afterwards, I can kind of share some information on
That'd
the
be awesome.
platforms.
Yeah, I almost didn't activate mine today, and then it was
Sorry.
like, okay, you know what? I'm going to just go ahead and activate it at this point. So, ooh, I've got a couple people have already joined. Yay!
Yay!
I guess I gotta do something to it now. Yay! So, oh my gosh, it was crazy. But no, I don't know, Jet. Did you watch Annie's live about Mike King the other day and the Zion?
No.
Thank you, Scout. Okay.
No.
She was doing a live about the Zion cult. And
I'm
he
sorry.
actually,
You're talking about Annie?
Annie, yeah.
Okay.
And and where all this stuff popped up is I was in her live, just modding, but also just following and chat and listening because that story is an amazing story.
Yes.
And I'm sitting in Barnes and Noble's crying over the story, especially when she got to the Raggedy Ann part, for those of you who watched it.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm actually sitting in the section of the store that has all the self-help books. And then I work my way over to the spirit area. Okay, the area with all the oracle cards, medicine decks, you name it, it had it. But I was so upset where I actually had planned on going after my doctor's appointment we have this one store called Sedona here. And it's where I buy all my crystals from and all my books and all that. They closed. I got all the way there in the middle of the live because I thought I'll just set up there and that's where I'll set up during the live. They closed due to COVID. And I'm so mad. I'm just,
no.
I don't know where I'm going to go.
No.
I'll find a place. But yeah. COVID shut so many places down. And they were like family. I mean, they did readings there upstairs. So I'm like, I hope they reopen in another location. But yeah. So I was like, okay, Barnes and Nobles it is. And because I was feeling down, I was like, okay, I got to buy this book and I got to buy this book and I got to buy this book. And yeah, I spent too much money.
Yeah.
But so
Retail therapy can be really amazing.
Right.
yes.
I love the dollar store personally.
Oh yes.
I'm going to walk in with $30 and I'm going to get 30 things. What are they going to be?
Totally.
Right. And feel like, yay, look at my bag. I've got $30 for things.
I'm never going to use, but whatever.
Oh my God. Oh,
That's
Dawn.
awesome.
Hey, Dawn. Hi there. I just saw
Hey,
you come
Dawn.
in. She's got a border collie. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
So cute. Yeah, those dogs are adorable, but the energy they have is, I get what you're saying when you talk about amped up. So thriftbooks.com.
That's a good idea. That's a real good idea.
Those of you, and in fact, for those of you who might decide to follow this whole thing with the 4 agreements, take a chat. I actually got this off of the Apple store, and I'm reading it off my iPad, but I'm sure Kindle has it. Everyone has it if you don't have a copy. And I know this was $7.99, I think it was, on Apple. So it's not that expensive. It's really not that expensive. And also,
and it's better for the author if you buy at a bookstore rather than Amazon. Although Amazon is good, the author gets no money from Amazon unless it's their own website that's linked to Amazon. But yeah, so it's better to go to the local mom and pop bookstore if you can, and see.
Wow. Okay, got it. Yeah, because I know I came close to buying it at Barnes and Nobles, and then all of a sudden I went and got other things because I thought I'd do a different book of comments for.
Did you get Mike's book?
No, because it's not in stores. I'm buying that at, not there. I'm getting it on his
good.
Website. So
Profilingevil.com.
Profiling it. Yeah, those of you,
oh my gosh,
profilingevil.com.
I love them.
Okay, you got to watch this live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go to 10 to Life and watch her last live. So, oh my gosh, your sister has 9 border collies.
9 border collies. Wow.
Oh
yeah, they'll just keep popping them out, right?
That they will. I know. I'm beginning to wonder how many Halpia has. I mean, this. I just said your name, didn't I? And this dog. Her stomach is she's gained 2 pounds and she only weighs 5 pounds.
Oh my.
Wow.
So yeah, 5.5. Okay, you go back there. Yeah, Pia, huh?
Sarcastic Superhero Girl. You're reading a book and it's so good. Is that Mike King's book that we heard about from Annie the other day? And Wintermoon Pixie says she does agility and scent training with police with border collies. That's awesome. How exciting.
That's awesome. Yeah, here's Halpia. She's
oh my goodness.
She's a big mommy right now, aren't you?
And how much longer does she have?
She's due April 7th. So she's got a couple weeks, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes. You're just a lover.
Can you feel them kicking around and stuff?
Sometimes. I've been trying to feel, and I'd start, exactly. I can feel little heartbeats at times, and this is the first time I've had mommy.
Right.
With me. And but I won't have the puppies. We got to take her back to the breeder. That was all the deal. We got mommy for free, so it's like, I got to lose my baby girl. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not going to want to lose that, but yeah, no.
But you're getting her back, aren't you? Aren't you getting her back? Okay.
Yeah, we'll get her back. There you go, sweetheart. We'll get her back probably in, April 7th, May 7th, June.
Okay.
So they'll keep her because Maltese dogs, when they're born, it took this one here. I know you're crying now. This one's the needy one. She did not weigh 1 pound until she was about almost 3 months old before she hit 1 pound. So they are so tiny, blood sugar issues, all sorts of stuff. So, and oh my God, I've always thought, border collies in general are awesome dogs. So
yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, I believe all dogs are awesome dogs because I don't have one right now. I have the cat that'll never be the puppy I want, and I tell her I'll never be the owner she wants. So, oh well.
Exactly. You do what you got. How's she doing, by the way?
Yep. She's doing much better. I talked to the vet this week, and we pumped up her meds and don't make me pronounce it. It starts with a methismalo, or so. I don't remember what it is, but it's for hyperthyroidism. And the pill is only like a 10 milligram pill. I mean, it's a tiny pill. And I was supposed to give her a quarter of a pill. Okay. You know what happens when you cut a small pill in half and then in quarters? You get dust. So, I figured, well, she's a 6-pound cat. I'll just, put my fingers in a jaw, break it open, and shove it back there. And then my cat sitter, I know a guy. This gal, it's my cat sitter, says, well, why don't you try the pill pockets? I went, the what? They have pill pockets for cats. Oh my God. And it's so much easier. So now she's up to 3/4 of a pill. So I still have to cut them in half, and some of those halves I have to cut in quarters. But now the pill pocket, which is mushy, it's kind of a pasty thing with a hole in the middle. So I shove it in the middle. Okay, and then I roll it around on the crumbs.
Oh,
So I get all of that medicine in her.
Yep. When I have to do
so
meds for the bird, it's the same thing. It's like you get all these little powders and all that. And it's like, okay, how do I do? Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you have a pill cutter? Winter Moon was asking.
These Winter Moon, Pixie Faye, thank you. I've had one in the past. These are so small it wouldn't matter. They're very tiny pills. But she is doing well, and her eyes, I believe, are getting blue again, which is thrilling. She's getting more vocal and more active. So I think she's doing better. I don't know if she's gaining a lot of weight, but I'm feeding her as often as she asks, and I leave a bowl out of dry that if she gets hungry while I'm gone at work, she has something. And I have a fountain for her that has running the water fountains, so she could drink out of that. I also have a bowl. She'd rather drink out of the bathroom sink. So she jumps up on the back of the toilet, and the way mine is set up, the sink is right next to it. So she's like, you want to turn this on for me? So I have a little dish for her now that is in that space that she can now at least have a choice of water, right? So
right. Oh,
the things we do for our pets. And I am not a cat person. I am not a cat person. Well, maybe a little bit now. I might be a little bit now.
Oh yes.
But she's doing so much better now.
Oh my, that's awesome. Because I know a couple weeks ago it was not. Oh my God, mine's 1 second if I could get this showing. Cassie.
I really thought she was gonna. Oh, that's funny. I really thought she was gonna pass. I really did. I have a water. Amber and I have a water. I'm sorry, Amber and I do have a waterfall water bowl that I'll take a snapshot of and show you. It's really pretty. This is the second water fountain I've had for her. The other one was plastic, and because I have hard water where I live, it got nasty quick. So I just tossed it and got a ceramic one that is so much easier to clean. So so it works. I can't carry it over there and look at it, but it's huge. It's huge. And she doesn't much care for it. She'll sit and watch it. So it might just end up being a water feature in my sacred space,
She's like, put a little fish in there, and then I can watch the fish too. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get her to play also, because she's never been one to play. So I've got her to start climbing in her cat tree. Listen to me talking about a cat. Who the fuck? I mean, geez. So, what the hell? I bought this a cat tree for like $80. What am I doing here?
They are not cheap.
No, they're not. And this is like 52 inches tall at its tallest. And it's got 3 levels. Well, it's 4 the bottom, and then 3 higher points. And in order to get her to climb up there, I'm hiding treats up there. So this morning, as I'm getting ready to go to work, I'm ready to leave out the door. She's at the midsection meowing at me like, "Where's my treats? Where's my stuff, Mom? Where's my food?" So so I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, right. I've created a monster."
Yep. And see all this. Someday you're going to be getting another cat instead of a dog.
No, I don't think so, because I'm older now and. Let's see. I showed you the thing I made for her, right? Can you see that thing in the background?
Yes.
Let me see if
I'm doing the same thing now. I'm leaning forward now.
Can you see this?
Oh my God! Yes.
Cool.
And she's in here. I don't know if you can see. She's in here.
Yes, I see her right there. Yes.
Oh, there she is.
She's like, what the hell?
She's like, what do you mean?
Mom.
Yeah, right. I'm such a dog person, right?
I am a dog person.
I'm a dog person, yeah. I like cats, but
I really am a dog person.
Definitely. Even though this dog...
I'm allergic to cats. I love cats.
Nothing.
I'm allergic, so just...
Yeah, that was me. And so you are a handful right now, Cass. Yes, you are.
Listen, I hate
So
to sound rude, but Sandra from Robbie's channel is going to go live, and I want to hop over there. Every
I
time
want
I
to.
watch her, I learn a little something different. So I don't mean to be rude, and I love you all.
No,
That was my alert saying she's going live. I
I'm just
am
going.
not her monitor. Okay. Thanks.
No, Sandra's
Love you
channel
guys.
is really a good one for a lot of people.
Me
Bye bye. See
too.
you. Bye bye.
Love you. I will try and catch up with you guys later.
Okay.
Sounds good. See you guys in Discord. And also, yeah, no, Sandra's lives are amazing, actually, truly amazing.
Well, she's so fun.
She is. Okay.
I actually just got, I'm sending her a bunch of stuff here.
Oh, you are. Awesome.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw that. Yes. But it was so cute. She like made these like art projects and like,
Yes.
like,
I don't know if I won one or not. Okay. So I sent her my address because the question on the black tourmaline, I thought I was first on, but I wasn't sure if I was first. So I'm like, if I was, here's my address. If not, don't worry. It's not
That's
going to.
why I was like, she doesn't need to send me anything. It's
exactly. I just had fun. I had fun with it. It was actually kind of.
Oh my gosh, that night was so fun. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going to get down with my bad self too. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. So, but nah, it's definitely, she's one. For those of you who don't know Sandra, Sandra the medium, not Sandra Martinez. So we got two Sandras in the community.
Sandra, we like both. Yeah.
Yes. And they're both awesome. You guys subscribe to both of them, not just one, but both. And I love you, Rosalind. Thanks for joining. I mean, Rosalind's always there for me, and I really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
You have no idea how much I appreciated. All of a sudden you go on and you're like, okay, is anyone going to show up? And then I saw her pop in and I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I got my person here. I got your person here. She's awesome. So no, she's really, that's this whole community though. Everyone comes together and they try to help each other and support each other in any way they can. So, but Sandra, the medium, definitely, she does some of the reading of cards. She has crystals. She'll just talk stories. She lives in Colorado also. So lately with everything going on in Colorado, which is interesting. Robbie's idea. I don't know what anyone else yes, Vintage 5280. Thank you, Dawn.
Okay, yeah.
And so let me see if I can get her link real quick. I have it in my Discord my moderator stash, but it might be quicker to do it this way. But yeah, no, I don't know how many of you guys have been following Robbie's information about with the idea of Colorado and so many crimes happen in Colorado. Why?
Something's in the water. I don't know what's going on. I've said that over a long time. Like, what is wrong with Colorado?
Something is up with there, and he came up with an idea that actually, sorry, Robbie, I'm talking about this, and I know it's more something you've been dealing with there, but it's really interesting to me. First, let me share Sandra's link for anyone who wants to join Sandra's link here. But yeah, no, he came up with the idea of hypoxia. Hypoxia is when your body does not get enough oxygen over time. Okay.
Yeah. Mile high. They're mile high. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I myself, because of my pulmonary embolisms, was not getting oxygen. Mine was more short term. These are people long term. I lived in Aurora, Colorado as a young girl. My dad was military. And I remember when we first moved there, we had major headaches all the time. I was getting bloody noses. And it was hard to even play as a child because it was just the oxygen level is so different. Air is thinner. So the question came up, one of the side effects of symptoms of hypoxia is, and here comes our nurse. I would love to hear her idea on this. I caught you.
No, you didn't catch me. Like, you caught me, like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Oh gosh.
No, so you guys were, so I was coming in, and then you know how you get, like, the pre-backstage area?
Yes.
I was there, and my husband asked me a question, so I stopped the process to talk to him for, like, 2 minutes. So I have no clue what you guys are talking about. So when I come into, like, the resident nurse, I'm like, wait, what did I just walk into?
What am I being a nurse about now? No, what I was talking about was, you know how Robbie's been talking about this idea of hypoxia being related to all the crimes in Colorado?
Yes.
And it's an interesting idea. At first I was like, I don't know about it. I've dealt with hypoxia myself. I'm not sure.
I was kind of the same way.
Yeah. And I'm it's worth
Kinda
checking
like
into. I wish my dad was still around. My dad was chief of staff at Fitzsimmons years and years ago when we lived in Aurora.
Mm-hmm.
And military, if anyone has to deal with that issue, it would be your military. They've got people coming in and out all the time. So does the military see a higher rate of violent crimes in their military locations like Fitzsimmons and the other locations in Colorado? So I wish my dad was still around where I could ask him that, but
No, it's not.
And also, yeah. So you
Sorry,
were
I'm
kind of
trying
me?
to unhalo my face.
Oh, it's
I'm an angel, but you know,
Yeah, exactly. And
I'm on these lights that are in my ceiling behind me. They like around my face.
And hubby says he's 5 minutes. Got it, Miss Wilkins.
I think it'd be a little hard. First off, it'd be a little hard with the military to prove it in any direction, because you probably have to find some military members that have not been put into a PTSD causing situation. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to tell what's causative out of it, right? As far as hypoxia, what I had the same feeling you did when Robbie first started talking about that generally the type of like craziness that comes from hypoxia is usually when you are suddenly put into a very hypoxic environment for an extended period of time. But I don't know if there's any studies on mild to moderate hypoxia over a long period of time and whether or not it can trigger stuff like that.
Yeah, it was interesting. My dad was there before we actually had wars again. We kind of went through 15 years without wars whatsoever. And so it would have been interesting there. Now we're at a point, you're exactly right. I hadn't thought of that. PTSD issues would make it impossible to do that type of study now.
It'd be hard. It would just make it real hard to parse out. Now, if you took maybe military members who worked in other types of jobs like intelligence or electronics or medical, something like that. If you could do those and then look at it would just be hard. You'd have to do a study, like it would literally have to be a study where you would give them a questionnaire that they would do like weekly at each duty station, and it would say something along the lines of like, do you feel ragey today? Like, you know, do you feel like you're more short-tempered today? Like, do you feel happy today, angry today, like that kind of thing? So you can actually kind of tell, because not all military members go through the same my son's doing something back there. Not all military members go through the same type of rotation. So is it a combination of how many times you've traveled? Yeah, it would be hard.
There's, as soon as you said studies, I'm like, I'm going to look at this up right now. So what I can see from just a quick search on some of these forms that I belong to is most of the hypoxia studies are actually more into fetal development. They're looking at fetal development, mental illness. They're not necessarily looking at specifically what we're talking about, but I'm going to keep looking because I'm sure. I mean,
that's very interesting. I'd be curious how many of the crimes committed in Colorado are committed by Colorado-born people.
And
there's very interesting.
Not full force studies, but even within the other, you can look at does a military Fitzsimmons doesn't exist anymore. Fitzsimmons was bought out by one of the university systems there. But back then you could have kind of compared in general. It wouldn't have been a full study, but just in general, did you find more people committing, whether it be DV or all sorts of different things? Sorry, I posted the wrong post.
When you think of it too, though, some of these big cases out of Colorado, everybody was a recent person to move there.
And that's why Robbie brought that up. I missed
it. I'm sorry, Robbie.
Very interesting.
No, you're okay. Yeah,
this is what this is about. Talk about this.
Whether or not having a semi-recent move to such a high altitude could cause the level of hypoxia that could drive people crazy. But I would argue the body's ability to adapt to a situation is really, really good. So I would venture to say that anybody who's been living in the area for more than a few months is probably well acclimated.
Absolutely.
It does not take long for the
I
body
agree.
to achieve homeostasis. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it wouldn't be chronic hypoxia then.
Interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like at first I just totally said, nah, it doesn't. I can see where you're going, but no. But there's this little part that's like, it's interesting thought. I don't know if it actually could be real. Okay, a real reason. Okay, maybe a certain personality or body that reacts differently to hypoxia and does not reach that homeostasis level like you're talking.
Well, and there's something that we got to keep in mind, and it happens with so many topics. There's a difference between correlation and causation. So something might correlate, but it might not actually cause it. And it might correlate. For all we know, maybe the way the body has to work harder to get that oxygen, maybe it makes some kind of chemical change in the brain. And then maybe that correlates. You know what I mean? Like it could be in a way that we're not even remotely thinking about. But I will say Robbie also looked up the number one cities and states, and Colorado is like not even close to the top of the list. So I think now the problem is that it's in our forefront because there's been so much going on activity wise there. When there are other places that have, well, first off, it's how much crime is actually coming to our attention. So
there you go.
When you're looking at, we've got high profile cases out of Colorado. Then you have these bundles of cases that are happening that are unrelated, but it just so happened that one case blows up and then people are looking, they're researching Colorado, they're researching this, they're researching CPS. And now all of a sudden they're finding out about these other cases. When we were talking the other night about like Amber Alerts and all that. And you go to your local Walmart and you go to the front and you're going to see 15 to 20 missing kids, right? They all have stories and cases behind them. Not all of them are runaways. How many of them are children under the age of 10? Those aren't runaways. That's something has happened to them. And, but because we don't know who, we don't know where, we don't know when, and people aren't looking that shit up, like, it just isn't in the forefront of your brain. And I know that some cities get a really bad rap. My city gets a really bad rap. I mean, unless our media is really bad at their job, like we don't hear daily cases of kids going missing or kids being, or people being murdered. In fact, when we get a thing on TV about a murder happening here, I'm actually normally shocked. And with the riots and all of that, we actually had an uptick in shootings, and we were literally floored.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, there was a shooting on the strip today. What? Like just two people got into a fight. One person shot the other. And we're like, what? Like that. It's not the big sinful place that people, think it is, don't move your kids there. Like all they do is drugs and strip and shoot each other. Like that's not what it is here.
Well, media,
fun. No.
It really
the media definitely has, and they know that the power that they have. My brother used to actually work with the media locally here, our NBC affiliate, and there's certain rules they have within the media that certain stories they will not cover. They will never cover suicide. Okay, they do everything in their power not to cover suicides. There's the discussions now about shooters. Yeah, exactly. Shooters, do you cover their name or do you not? That's a discussion that's happening right now. And the reason for that is coming down to the whole issue that once you hear certain things, it does tend to push more people thinking about it. And those who might be on a borderline, unfortunately, sometimes it does get them to where they're like, well, they did it, why not me? And stuff like that. And
we kind of went through that with the shooting here in Las Vegas.
Right.
Yes.
I was just watching Dr. Grande. I was just listening to him, and he did it a while ago, but it just happened to pop up on my YouTube. And I'm just, always love his insight from a psychological perspective.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's man. I'm really sensitive to this stuff, so it makes me really emotional.
Yeah.
when I just think about what people are going through, and I pray for those families that are
Well, I think that's
the lost ones.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things. You're an empath. I'm an empath. We got quite a few of us who are very empathic. And in fact, one of the things I almost, instead of the 4 agreements, exactly, instead of doing the 4 agreements, and this is probably going to be my next step after the 4 agreements, is there's a couple good books and programs for people dealing as empaths in today's world. How do you deal with the issues going on? So I'm kind of already looking at what can I look at next. And there's a lot of us that I don't know if it has anything to do with histories, our own histories or what, but I've discovered there's a lot of empaths in this group. And that affects, so first deal with the 4 agreements, and then we can take next steps and start working on ourselves in more in-depth ways. So
I love that.
Sorry, guys, I'm playing with the light of what do you guys want my camera's propped on?
Oh my God.
Let's see, what is it?
But when I had it lower, I had no neck. Like I was like that. And then when I had it high,
hi, how are you guys?
Existence behind me. Sorry. Y'all are having a very poignant, amazing conversation, and I'm over here worried about my neck. So,
well, your neck looks fine both ways. It looks beautiful.
There you go. There you go.
Just I know this is the thing right now. I'm like, oh.
And, I don't know. When I set up this area, this is my dad's old desk area, and it's the only real desk I have in the house. So I thought, I'll set that. But what I didn't realize is we have Florida ceiling windows here. So
good lighting for you.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's the mountains right behind us. I live in a valley, and the ocean is that way. But so I'm like, okay, well, till I figure out somewhere else, I'll have to figure something else out for where to sit. The things we do when we get into YouTube, it's like, okay, do I need a backdrop? Do I need
That's what I was going to say. Get a backdrop.
Oh my gosh, these are so funny. I was texting or messaging Robbie yesterday. I was like, do you have that Amazon thing where if I buy something on Amazon, because it's like you got me all excited about the YouTube stuff, can you get a link or something? Yes. So if I buy it, I don't even know how it works. I don't know how it works.
Program. Yeah.
My boss who then fired me after I got this actually sent me a gift card, and I'm gonna buy a little camera with a little light thingy that y'all have.
There you go.
And start my little CBD channel.
Nope, and that's it. Yeah, and that's what you do. I know I was telling Amber last night, I'm kind of waiting when I was going to say when I hit 100 is when I'm going to try to upgrade my stuff. And okay, at that point, I feel pretty good about it. And it'll be
then
my treat to myself.
Me first, and I'm going to say, make sure you get X, Y, and Z.
Exactly. Exactly.
On Prime, though.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a real
disaster. You need to come to my Discord and give me the information on what I need.
I'll tell you all. Well, you don't want to go the route I did. So
yeah, you don't want to go that way.
Don't want to do and what you should do.
But you had a good reason. Your son was a good reason to do it. Okay.
Yeah,
my son involved.
My son is a affiliated Twitch streamer. His name is Cerberus Knight. If you have any kids, he does he does a kids safe. Oh, you know what? I don't have a wrench, so I can't link it.
What the frick? I even sent you an email as a wrench earlier, girl.
I'm like, I was all keyed up to share your links.
All that stuff.
And then I couldn't send them, and I was like, no. But my son's an affiliated Twitch streamer. He does variety game streams, and he is going into voice acting. So he really needs a better microphone. So I needed a microphone. So we just kind of put our stuff together and got a nice microphone. The problem is though, it's too nice. It's like a professional freaking setup, and we were doing the research, and there wasn't any like clear cut, like you need X, Y, and Z, like you need this list of things. So I'm like, okay, like what do I need to hook the microphone up? And it's like, you need a cloud lifter. So we bought a cloud lifter. And then I was like, okay, this doesn't plug into the computer either. What do you need for that? Oh, you need an audio interface, and you need this type of cable and that type of cable. But I was getting it in bits and pieces, and I couldn't find anywhere that had it all together. So it took me 2 hours of research, piecing together bits and pieces to finally figure out what all I need for this stupid setup, and I'm ready to rip my hair out. But I will tell you, Chase had a music artist, one of his favorite music artists.
What's your
I think
name?
Chase reached out to him. So his channel's Cerberus Night.
Let me see.
I just gave you, by the way, Amber, you're a mod now.
Oh,
So you bought a rich now. You know what it was? You came in late or something last
both,
week.
yeah.
And I had already given them out. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, how did I miss her? I come up because what's funny for those of
happened
you
on
who know, I sent out this email to 4 of the mods, just letting them know, okay, these are some of the links if you need any links to post, things like that.
I was so
Sandra, hold on. You feel like poop? Sandra just had the freaking shot. So you're not feeling too good, Sandra?
Oh, Sandra,
Oh.
take Motrin. Sure. I am a nurse, but not in this capacity. Take some
I'm a nurse by osmosis.
Not allowed to advise you on medications that you can take, but Amber, your bestie, is telling you to take Motrin.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Poor thing. I had the funniest thing, Sandra. I hope it's okay for me to tell them what we did this morning. When we went to sleep last, what did we do this morning?
I missed it. What?
Oh, girl, you got body aches, chills, and now shit. That's not good.
Oh, Motrin and Tylenol.
Motrin, Tylenol, take both of them. Yep, they work well. No, poor Sandra, you know how we were talking last night pretty late? So she's getting ready to go to sleep, and she's like, hey, I got to wake up at this time. Wake me up. Give me a call. And of course, you guys know me. I'm 5 hours behind her. So it works. It was 2:45 in the morning. I was going to have to contact her. I could do that. No problem. So I'm starting to call her up, and I'm like, uh-oh. I bet you she has to have Discord on for the call to go through. Oh, no. Oh, no. I kept calling for 30 minutes straight. And I'm like, oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
Aren't you guys on Facebook?
I did Facebook too.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She needed rest. Yeah, you needed rest, girl. You came home at 6 p.m., fell asleep, and just wow. Girl, you need to get rest. If you need to get off of here, you know what? Your health is more priority than hanging out here. Just coming and visiting meant a lot, just doing that. But yeah, take care of yourself.
Oh, sweetheart.
Were you only 15 minutes late? Okay, got it. So that's not bad. You made up time then, girl.
We're down.
Also,
let us do these late night. Oh, actually, she's a bad influence on herself. She was like yelling at me. She was like, "Get in the Zoom link."
It's so funny.
All caps. Go in Zoom.
Get in there now. Get in there. Oh my God.
Down.
Yeah, your kids needed to go to sleep, didn't they? Yes. Oh, poor thing. Yeah, no, you're having a rough. Wonder if it's the difference in the shots. You had a different version than I had Moderna. And we lost her. We lost Amber. She'll be back.
I was trying to get her son's channel so I can, because I'm pretty sure my son
Okay, got it.
Love to watch that.
Yeah, you go back to sleep, Sandra. You need rest. If you're not feeling good, if you're having that type of react. But seriously, what Amber said, both Tylenol and Motrin. People usually think it's only one or the other, but honestly, both of them, they work differently. So one works pain, one inflammation, one does the fever. Okay, so yeah, do that. So, but yeah, no, get some sleep, rest, and I love you. Love you. And also, but there, Amber just got her stuff posted for her. So, but no, it's definitely, I know I had the Moderna shot and I had no side effects. I mean, arm hurt, that was it. but I know Sandra had a different version, so I'm wondering if different versions have a higher chance of side effects. And there we go. Someone's back in the stream. Did you hit the wrong button, my dear?
Good. Sure did. I was trying to. So you know how you can look at chat and stuff? I was trying to get out of the screen on the mobile device.
Rosalind's back in chat. Yay! Aloha.
I missed you, and your hair looks fantastic today, Miss Rosalind.
Jen's hair is amazing.
She makes
Oh,
me
mine?
bad. No, Rose. Oh, I was
Oh,
talking about
Rosalind's too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hers. I was like, thank you. I mean,
No, I thought she was talking about you at first. I'm like, no, her hair looks really good.
I love Rosalind's hair. It's so much
Oh,
fun.
Rosalind's so great. I love it. I love it. So, oh, I see puppies behind you. Puppies behind Amber.
Oh, you want to
So-
see my idiot puppies? Come here.
Oh, look at them running over. Look at them run up. Oh my gosh, we got 3 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Boy.
Come here, babies.
Zoe, come here. Oh,
Like,
you're
mommy
welcome,
called
Mama.
me over.
Go away, Zoe. Come here. Oh,
Oh my gosh. They're
Oh my
Zoe's
God,
definitely
they're
a beta
so cute.
female, so she lets the boys just act stupid, and she just sits back there all cute.
Yeah, they can get crazy. I could not believe the fight between mine earlier. I'm holding them back because Cassie actually grabbed onto Pia's side of her face, and I was like, damn. Yeah, you got it. Got to deal with all those. Yeah, Jet's hair. I mean, I wish I could I've got the curl, but I cannot get
You're too nice.
all of mine to curl.
You're very, very sweet. Thank you.
Oh,
My
no,
aunties, they have this. They're in that hair thing. I don't even know what it's called. One of those MLMs, and they're so funny because I literally had COVID mom dreadlocks. Like I just was sitting here like mom bunned. Just so they finally made me start using their see. Well, see, you put your hair up, it doesn't dreadlock. Like I get really. I have no idea why it happens like that, but they gave me all these products, and then of course I bought some, and I'm trying to take better care of myself.
I've been doing the same thing. I chopped my hair off because I was putting my hair up in a ponytail too much. And I've literally done my hair like every day. And this is actually a planned situation here. So on day like 3 or 4,
Yes.
when the hair's too dirty to wear down, it goes into this, what looks like it's something tight, but it's like the loosest like ponytail. And then it's wrapped around and clipped. So it's not pulling or tugging.
Oh, got
And
it.
it wasn't, and just so you guys know, I wasn't having to handle anything behind me. I was trying to talk my brother into going to Roberto's to get me rolled tacos. So
Oh,
I think. Are you gonna get
that
rolled
sounds
tacos?
good.
Oh, your son's on Twitch.
Oh, we got someone
Yeah.
else coming on stream. Hello, girl. Yay! How are you, my dear?
I'm here.
You're here. That says
Lacey, I have a question for you.
My
Do you-
dear, she's here.
Do you cross stitch?
Do I what?
Cross stitch.
No.
Oh, darn.
I do.
That cross stitching thing that's in front of me. It's what my book is like sitting on right now.
cross
No,
stitch is
I
fun.
can't sew. I can't cross stitch. Yeah, I'm terrible at
girl,
crafting.
cross stitching. Well, cross stitching is a
Cross
lot.
stitch is easy.
So much fun. It's like
Maybe I should
doing
try it.
numbers with
You
string.
can do cross stitch if you can do your X's, and then there are some embroidery type stitches, but your basic you can.
These
pull
are
off.
all basic stitches.
Yeah, no, I can I can do my nails. That's like some of my talents. And
No, there's like little holes, and as long
Yeah.
as you go,
Up, boop, boop.
okay, maybe I can do that. I might be able to
And then
handle
you-
that.
Or like there's 10 of these, so then you do 10. The problem is if you're not detail oriented, and then you're
I
like,
am totally detail oriented.
and then now Jasmine's eyes are now like in her mouth not lining up anymore. That's where you run it.
Oh no, that would drive me. Yeah, no, I'm totally detail oriented. That's why it takes me so long to do my
Is it a
nails. 'Cause I'm
stamp?
like,
Is it the stamped cross stitch or is it
No,
counted?
this is just a book, so you could literally.
Okay, so he counted cross stitch, not stamped. Okay,
I
got
can
it.
imagine though you could probably with the iron on transfer.
Oh,
You could probably figure out a way to do it. But look how cute
Oh,
that
that's cute.
Oh.
Oh,
Someone
what?
now,
said-
yeah, you're right. I need to learn to cross stitch.
Some of your kids could. I was
I gotta
doing
do it
cross-
now.
and there's like a little
Actually-
grid.
Oh,
Yeah.
and her little shoes.
We could teach you how to do it, or your daughters. I was doing counted cross stitch at, I think, 10 or 11. I started picking it up.
This one right here.
I think Ireland would probably like that in a few years. Aurora,
Yeah.
she's too busy. she's getting ready to do Cinderella, but she's never
Yeah.
home anymore again. I'm so excited though.
I
Oh,
can't
So
yeah.
get
excited.
myself to get rid of it though. Like I don't cross stitch anymore. I have too
Just-
many issues with my hands.
Send it to me,
I may
and I will learn to do it.
and I've actually
Actually, you know what else? My sister-in-law does.
Sorry, muting.
I'll have her make it for me.
let me see
If
what
not,
I've had this since I was little, like young.
really?
Yeah.
Uh,
So like it definitely means something and I cannot bring myself.
Well then,
Oh
if
my
you could ever part with it, I will learn how to do it just for you.
so I had it since I
If not,
apparently. So I'm like, I've had it for a long time. And then I look and the print was 2002. And I'm like, that wasn't that long ago. And then I realized it was that long ago. It was 19 years ago and I'm old AF.
it's like, yeah. No, it's almost 20. Yeah, it is 19. Yeah, next year will be 20 years ago.
Wow.
I know.
Yes, they do go by, don't they? Yeah.
Did you see the 70s
No kidding.
ago and the 80s was 20 years ago and the 90s was 10 years
I
ago?
saw that.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, and where somebody said, like, I read one where it was like somebody said, oh, 40 years ago. And then the person goes, oh, 1960. And they're like, no, 1980.
You know what? It's funny. I remember growing up when the movie
So
Stand
old.
By Me came out. And I remember
Uh-huh.
listening to the music and thinking, oh my God, these oldies are so awesome. This stuff's great. Now I'm sitting here thinking, if Stand By Me came out right now, it'd be playing 80s music.
Mm-hmm.
And that is scary.
Yeah.
That is just scary. And
I know.
I love Stan the movie. I know what you're saying. Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
it's just that difference in time. So you are.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I can do Motown any day. What were we getting down to the other night? Some
I am
Louis-
going to start doing my
some
nails.
Little
If y'all see
Richard.
me doing something, that's why. Because
Hey, no worries. No worries.
girls, I've
I
got to.
left
It's been a
my,
day. It's been a day at my house.
Oh, yeah.
My
Oh,
children
wow.
have had energy. Oh my god. The baby didn't even take a nap. Like she was up for 12 hours, the 16-month-old, or 16, 17-month-old. I gotta count the months. She didn't take a nap today.
Wow.
And the 3-year-old is still bouncing off the walls. And that's why I was like literally counting down the minutes till my husband got home. I'm like,
It's
please.
the 3-year-old that's having
Please.
trouble sleeping, right?
No, it's the little one.
Oh,
The 3-year-old is the one who has just problems concentrating, like severe problems concentrating, and then just boundless energy. She's super smart, but I think there's that's the one. I think there's some ADD there
Okay, got it.
because she doesn't focus. She can't focus.
Okay.
I don't know. There's some
Have you
other stuff
tried
here.
changing diet around at all and taking like certain things out?
So that's the problem. Also, she doesn't eat hardly anything. Like we almost took her. We came close to taking her to like the food therapy. Because she wouldn't eat. Even like crap food, she wouldn't eat at one
Hey guys,
point.
I'll be right back. I'm just
You
gonna
have
mute my
like
brother.
5 prepared food, like 5 preferred foods.
Yeah, she but yeah, she just wouldn't eat at all. She would refuse everything healthy because the doctor was like, well, you know, if you're doing the thing where you give her like junk food just to give her food, I was like, no, she won't even eat French fries. Like she won't even eat the junk food or chicken nugget. Like she won't even eat fast food.
Do you
So
feel
yeah,
like
I
that's
did
gotten
try that a
worse
few
over
times, but she
time?
won't even do it.
Do you feel like that's gotten worse over time? Like she used to eat a lot and now she's like eating a lot
Mm-mm.
less, or she's just always
No,
been
she's
like
always been like that. Always. The one thing that so we've gotten her, she won't eat meat. Like getting that child to eat meat is like not happening hardly at all. Occasionally she'll eat half of a piece of chicken or half of a chicken nugget or whatever. But that's about it. And then, or if she'll take a bite of a taco and then she takes the meat out and just wraps up the cheese. She's obsessed with cheese. Cheese, yogurt. I can get her to eat dairy.
Okay.
So dairy and fruit.
I had a lot of problems
hummus.
with this with my son. So what I would just kind of, there's lots of, and my son's also diagnosed with autism, so it's not necessarily like what I'm even aiming towards your child is at all whatsoever. But some of the things that you can do, I'm a firm, now that she's still really little. So I mean, you're gonna have meltdowns, and little girls at 3 are like it's a whole different world. I mean, they don't talk about this. Terrible twos. No, little girls at 3 is all, it's they're very they're gonna tell you like it is, period. And so it's hard because plus you have a baby too. So like, how do you fight that? Like, what, you're just like, I just want to give in, And there's a whole like applied behavioral analysis. What do they call ABA? I don't even know. You can do things like just like slowly introduce new foods and just be very proactive about it, and give her a reward of whatever it is, whether it's her preferred toys or her
she doesn't care about rewards. That's the other thing. Like, she's as stubborn as they come, and she'll just be like, I don't like, even if it's something she loves, or she's like, I don't want that. I don't.
What if you have like stickers?
Maybe later.
Try
later.
Like weird little, whatever her girly thing might be, or maybe just her own energy might be, like whatever. And then you have to hold it back though. Like if you find something she's digging, like she's digging it, she's like, hell yeah, like I want those little stickers. I want this. I want that. Like whatever it could be.
Yeah.
Something silly like
Band-Aids. It's Band-Aids.
Band-Aids.
Restrict Band-Aids from her. Restrict them. Do not give her Band-Aids. Make that a preferred. Well, look at this is my box of your preferred things. You have a box of Band-Aids? We have some
beautiful box of Band-Aids.
Project for you to do.
Band-Aids in the world.
Go buy 1,000 different Band-Aids and then have a on the table. And if she takes a bite of food that she has never tried before, then she gets a Band-Aid. And who cares from head to toe?
Cover her head to toe in Band-Aids.
Oh yeah, no, that's not the problem. Like I said, but the problem is then she'll be like, maybe later. I don't want the Band-Aid. I'm like, maybe later is her new thing, by the way.
What?
Maybe later.
I didn't learn that until last year.
No, maybe later all the time. If she doesn't want to do something, it's maybe later. Arlene, you need to pick up your toys. Maybe later. What? No, you're 3. Not maybe later.
Oh gosh.
How do you get her to pick up her toys?
Do
you scream?
I don't.
Me?
No. I just.
No, my.
I mean, I tried. I just end up picking them up. I end up picking them up. That's what ends up happening.
No.
After she goes to sleep.
Figured it out. Oh yeah.
She has a baby. Of course, I would do this. Oh my gosh! Like I totally get it. I totally get it. Totally get it.
That's the problem.
With parenting, there's no,
There's no right way. There's no wrong way.
Like I said, she was a full different.
You survived the day. You did a good job.
My oldest was so not that way. Like she was. You told her to do something, she did it. You told her not to touch something, she never touched it again.
Firstborns are angels. We're all angels.
She was. I know. I agree. We are. We are all amazing. Amazing for children.
Totally.
I wish my parents felt that way. I was a black sheep for a long time. Probably because of my woo-woo. Like Leslie was talking about. If you don't know what we're talking about, that woo-woo is not a.
No, I know. I was here.
Yeah, woo-woo has become.
For JJ.
No, let's get you.
That's what it sounds like.
It does. Wait, this is the way it came out. It came out. It just came out a little like. Yeah.
This came out. Yes. Oops.
Yes.
I'm negotiating.
I can't hear you.
Me?
Yeah, now I can. I couldn't hear you before.
Kind of low. I was saying, hold on, I'm negotiating dinner.
Oh, negotiations for dinner is always important.
We don't dog fight in my house. They're playing. Hold on.
Cassie, would you sit your rear end down now? Thank you.
But I am glad that she, like I said, she likes hummus. She likes dips. So if she'll eat, so that's how she gets a lot of like her health, because she eats salsa like it's going out of style. She eats hummus like it's going out of style.
Those are great food.
At least.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, thank God she likes those kind of dips. Otherwise, that's how she gets.
We did a big diet intervention with my son before he had a stem cell treatment, and I mean, crazy diet intervention. I was to the point where I literally left my husband, who he was laid off at the time from work. So I took him to the cabin, and I'm like, y'all gonna stay here, and I'm putting the food in the fridge, and that's it. And I'd go work back down. It's like an hour away, so it's not far.
Right.
And I bought all, like, you know, we did a whole just super everything organic, clean meats, and just very not too many grains. The only grains we did was a little bit of potato, because you know, just a little bit, and then some rice cakes. And it was crazy because my son was, you know, super particular on what he would eat. And believe me, it was not fun for the first couple weeks, but once we got, I mean, it was weird. All of a sudden, one day, I want to say like week, 7 days in, all of a sudden he ate like 3 hamburgers. Like, it just was like
huge.
Yeah, he just all of a sudden, like, because the good thing with where you are right now is she's so young. Like, you have a lot of opportunity.
Right.
To help. It gets harder the older they get, period. And if she is, this just might be her being 3 and her saying, hey, this is me and I'm going to be in charge. And it could just be
she's just always been that way.
Your spiritual contract you guys have together. It could just be like literally this is how she came in this planet, and she's like, Mom, I'm going to drive you nuts in certain areas, and this is how it's going to be. So like when she's 17 or 18 someday, you're gonna be like, I remember knowing this when you were 3. I knew this was coming. This is on its way.
On the flip side, my baby eats like everything. She eats everything. She eats the other one's dinner when the other one refuses to finish taking. You should take 3 bites and then the other one eats it. Like, girl, listen, a little picky. You have to slow down.
Hey,
they're all girls also, right?
Oh,
your poor husband. Your poor husband. My brother got caught with that. He has his own daughter, and then he remarried, so he has 2 stepdaughters. And of course, their one dog is a female also. So I'm like, that's
my house. That's my house.
Yes. There you go.
You guys, you met my uncle last week. He stays with us half the time. And then I have my son, and then I have my husband, and then I have my dog. And I'm the only one that has to tuck their wiener.
What?
I'm just kidding.
That was good. Amber's response. Oh my God, that was the best response.
That was amazing.
Amber, what? She's not even facing. She's like, what? Oh, great. And there goes the dog.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
That was my son, actually. It was like, what?
Oh, was it? Was that your son? I thought it was Amber.
No, it was my son. I don't have a wiener. It's okay.
Had my mic muted.
That's even funnier.
Husband.
Oh my God. There we go again.
Like their dog.
Here, Jay, you want to show him your title? He won the title. Him and my husband have been wrestling.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, excuse me. He retained the title. This is.
Oh, the belt.
Okay, we're
dun dun dun.
Oh, there you go.
Dun dun dun.
You did it.
Oh my God.
They literally, so like this is what they do. We have a big king size bed. Like I never go to bed in a nice made bed ever, because they literally have wrestling matches together, and they practice their wrestling, their men's soap opera wrestling moves.
So we need
I
to
can't
figure
even
out
watch
what did Rosalie miss. Rosalie was gone for a few minutes. She wants to know what we missed about tucking our penis. What else did we miss? Okay.
We missed that and my children's poor eating habits.
That was a
My
biggie.
child's poor.
That was a biggie.
Oh, and
And oh my God, that was the funniest thing ever.
And what?
and hypoxia.
And your dog, Amber.
And your dog, yep. All the doggies were so cute. She got cute doggies.
I missed part of that too because I was trying to get away for when my husband came out. Sneak away. Mommy's gonna go in the other room.
It was so funny. I'm watching you in there saying husband should be here in 15. Be right. And I'm like, okay, she's got the countdown going now.
She's looking at a watch. Like,
Oh my gosh, so funny. So
Where are
funny.
you?
Oh my God.
You're not here.
No, we did a little bit of a discussion on Robbie's idea about whether. Oh my God, I'm going to kill these dogs. Yes.
Oh, about Colorado?
Now you know
the
what
hypoxia.
I the other night. That's exactly what it was. I'm proud of
What?
you for not rage quitting because I rage quit mine because of the same thing.
Wait, what?
Huh?
The other night I went live and I rage quit. Nobody was watching at the time, but I rage quit live because my dogs were tap dancing and whining
Oh,
and like
I
how
remember that.
behind me.
I remember when you said that. You're like, I just quit.
I rage quit my own live. I was so mad. So I feel you and I'm proud of you for not rage quitting, Amber. Don't be a quitter.
Don't be like Amber.
Don't be like me. Yeah,
I'm so don't even understand what's going on.
playing. I couldn't hear anything, and then all of a sudden they stopped playing, and then I hear tucked penis. So I'm like,
That was the funniest thing ever. I mean, that look.
like
That was. That's why I thought you were the one that
That
said
is
what.
true. That is
That was
true.
my son. My son's like, what?
Right now, we haven't crossed any lines, but we definitely do need to be careful about where we go on this because we are still live. So,
I
Yeah.
was just talking. I was just being silly. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
I'm sorry if I offended anybody. And honestly, if you are in drag and that is your thing, believe me, I am a drag queen trapped in a female body. So ultimately, I wish that'd be like my ultimate wish if I could actually do that. So
yeah.
that's
don't
all full respect to everybody. I love.
everyone on the panel. I'm pretty sure that comment needs to be aimed at me.
Oh gosh. So
I'm the
yeah,
most
yeah.
like
So what nails are we doing today? Now that I see the nails come out.
I have no idea yet. I'm still in the putting them on. Like I'm on the acrylic phase, so we'll see. We'll see. If
Figure
we're
out
all
the next
here, there's gonna be a vote because I'm not gonna be able to make up my mind.
But,
I just ordered so many more. Oh, I did. I ordered so many more.
how often
You're so cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
God.
joined these groups on Facebook where people just show off all their different like combinations they've done and stuff like that. So then I'm like, oh, I don't have those. I want to do that. But
Right.
I don't have more.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you have like tons and tons of them. Think of the money you could make.
102. Well, because I used 3, I was 105 and I used 3 packs last week. So 102 unopened packs.
Oh, your color streets.
Yeah.
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 She's got tons. Rosalind, you're hilarious. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Things that happen when you disappear and you come
Yes,
back
she does.
like that. You're like,
Rosalind.
what? And also, oh my gosh, so funny.
When
So
you jump in, it's like the tail end of a conversation. You're like,
it's always, yes, you're always like, what's going on there? And so, yeah, Rosalind's like, wait, there's only 5 of us here. I might as well jump in and grab the link. And
It's true.
and Cassie, I love you, yes, but you are just a little kissy right now. And also, oh my gosh, yeah, the discussions we get into, what can I say?
I know.
Uh,
They're
no.
amazing.
also
I just ordered new supplies too. Anyway.
Ooh, cool. What,
I
Amber?
ordered little like things.
I just went on that whole rant about how Las Vegas is not a violent place, and we just heard gunshots, and I don't live in a bad area, so now I'm like,
You changed yourself, Amber.
What?
and the worst part is my brother didn't make it out to the store yet, so now I am
Locked in.
food.
Wow. Yeah, that's scary.
And then you feel bad making anybody DoorDash to you or anything too. Like,
Said to him, I said, "Hey, do you feel like risking an Uber Eats driver's life and ordering Roberto?"
Yeah.
Did you guys get a notice or anything on
You're like-
phone yet?
I'll tip really well.
Like us?
Yeah, about the gunshot.
Yes.
I forgot I had it. I gotta
Oh
tell
my
you guys,
God.
I do not want to bring negative here,
Oh,
but I gotta spew, and I know we're on a live, but I went to another channel to see how this other creator does what they do, and it was so filled of, I mean, this creator was looking in the camera and saying, "You're not gonna do this to me, get out of here," and such an angry face. It was like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I
that's
didn't mean
intense.
shit, you know. So it was very intense, and still
That's
trying
different.
to do, and still doing, not trying, still doing readings for others. And it's like, I can't do that energy. And that's when I came back and saw you all were still happy and wonderful. And I love you guys so much. And so I'll be right back. I jumped over there, and I had asked my spirits to talk to her spirits and calm her the fuck down. Excuse me, calm that creator the fuck down. And she said, "My dad's here. My dad's got his hand on my head, and he's telling me just chill." It's like, yes, it works. I love when it works. I'm not taking full responsibility for that, but
Right.
that's when I said, "Be right back." And I went and I said, "Look, you gotta chill, girl." And so that's when I thought, okay, she's calm. Her dad's there. She's got people there. I don't need to be here. You go. So yeah, so sorry, but that was like,
Yeah.
No, I was just saying, I've watched her before, and I think
she's amazing.
She's amazing. Something's going on because I know Robbie had a rough live this morning. Something was going on there.
Yes.
And I think it might be, you know what it's like when you have that energy affect you, how sometimes it's hard to get rid of that energy.
Which is why I really make it a point to talk in my ASMR voice and talk slowly and look at the camera to make sure you know I'm connecting with you. And I'm looking at a little white dot. I'm not connecting with anybody on my end, but you see me connecting with each one of you. I'm looking you in the eye. Yeah, I'm looking at this blurry little white spot. It's okay.
Exactly. And that's it.
But that's another point. Like Loco, you're looking mostly you're looking in the camera. And each of us are looking in the camera. Now, every now and then I slip, and right now I'm looking at my own picture in the thing. Right now I'm looking at Jet. Right now I'm looking at Amber. But to you guys, from this angle, it looks like I'm looking in, but you can see when I look in the camera.
Yes.
So, I make a point to have nothing but positive. So, I don't know. It just kind of
it makes a difference. It makes and learning where to place. I'll actually move my window so that I can get a certain, myself or wherever I know I'm going to want to look the most right under that camera.
Figure out how to move windows.
Yeah. I am muting in a second.
Okay. Well, right.
Oh,
so right now with this background, right now I'm in the kitchen. This background is in my kitchen. Actually the kitchen is, it's over there. But so I'm in my little bill paying station area. And so this is what I usually do when I'm on other people's lives. And the other one is in my craft room, which is, I have a monitor here, I have a monitor up there, I have the camera over here, a ring light up there, keyboard, more cards over here, and a notepad to make notes in case I do give a reading. I have to write down the person's, I've learned from Loco to write down the person's name who I'm reading for, because the chat keeps going, right? And it's crazy. So, I don't think anybody's left except Pixie.
It's hard when you're doing
Pixie Faye is still in chat.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to figure out who all was still. I know, Pixie Faye's in chat, and no, that's fine. You can still there. We can keep you involved with us. If you want to come on, you can come on. No problem.
Yes.
Look
But
at
no
my
one's ever.
Well, there's a way. There's a way on if you go back to your YouTube page and where it says live chat, there's 3 dots. You can click on that. And it says participants or pop out chat. Now, when I'm on my other computers, I can pop out chat. So I have a window with the chat popped out. I have YouTube in the background that's muted. I have StreamYard live front and center. Then I have any of the mod shills that I'm going to put up on a Windows, whatever,
Yeah.
a different document open that I can go and copy and then bring them back and paste here. So it's a whole production when I'm over there. Here I can just knit from
True.
hand and sit back and sit
I
back.
got my one camera to worry about right now, and let's see.
I would love to have a second camera. Wouldn't that be cool? From different angles, you know.
Let me see.
I really want to see.
Yes.
Look at my doing 2 cameras, one on her face and the other on her.
Oh, like I did the other day.
Oh yeah, like what you did the other day. I love that.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I want to get. I'd like to get a couple new setups because what I did was I had it hooked onto setting on top of a stand.
How did you
And
switch between the
a
two?
couple new setups.
What I
because
did
what I did was I had it hooked onto setting on top of a stand.
How did you
And,
switch between the two?
Sorry, that was me, guys.
Okay, no
Okay.
worries. And so what I did was I logged in twice. I logged in once as myself on StreamYard, and then I logged in a second time using just go to
iPad or
the
something?
YouTube channel, the StreamYard thing from my iPad, yes.
Okay.
And then you just add that person from your lobby area.
Yeah, just
And
like,
so I could do that right now, for example, very easily, just by doing it that way. And then you just set up your channel, that video camera, however you want it.
That sounds pretty cool. I'll have to try that.
Yeah, it worked out. Yeah, let me know. I can always walk you through it step by step if you got questions or things like that too. So,
Okay.
because it actually worked out real well. Ooh, what are you making now?
Navy sweater. Let me see. I don't remember where I started it. I think it was on that girl's painting night. But
Yeah.
it's navy. And it's
Right.
just like it's the same pattern as the cream color one. The very same pattern.
I
But
love
instead
that
of
one.
knitting, thank you. Instead of knitting on the straight needles, I'm using one circular needle, one long one, so that with the longer needles, with the single needles, it leaves spaces that when it's on the needles, it's stretching it out of that space. So when I'm not knitting it, you see how much thicker the needle is than the little red lines, so it gets to relax between. So I'm hoping it'll come out, and I'm knitting it a size smaller, so we'll see if it doesn't fit a little better. But yeah, I'm loving that.
Okay. Got it. So
Yeah.
Yes.
color should turn out really good. And yeah, Amber, I can do that. Let me just.
oh no,
Well, I had Color Street.
Someone else got it?
no,
I started, then I hit stopped, and then I was like, oh my God, where am I? And also, yeah, Color Street, I already checked it.
because if I
Well,
go back, I lose.
My
Oh,
sister did the jelly something. Jamberry nails, Jamberry.
Jamberry.
But yeah, I have the New York. Yeah, and I didn't care for those. So when these came out, Midnight Manhattan, love it.
Love that one.
You even know
Good
which
one.
ones they are. Girl, you ought to.
Oh, girl, I don't even have to look at the back. I can
No,
tell
I
you when
really-
I look at them.
Ooh,
Yeah, hold on. I can't. If I can see the colors good, like I can.
Okay.
That's the. Whoa, wait. That's the French
manicure is
manicure.
what I would do.
It's the
Yeah.
meat.
I love
No, is that
French
meat
Yeah, I
manicure?
haven't tried it yet
That's-
because no, it's French manicure. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I have the second French manicure with a different color, but I'm not comfortable doing it by myself yet. You can see it. Yeah.
So look
I
on
just
the
gotta get my
little
nails
on the
really
little
clean, and I'm not.
plastic strip. Each French manicure should have a like
Yes.
an individual name, like in black. Flip it over. It should say on the back.
White Tips City of Love.
Yeah,
City
City.
of
Okay,
Love.
that's what I thought. I was like, they have different names. Yeah, because there's a bunch of different French manicures. Those one I'm not as familiar with, but the colors I'm pretty good with. Unless they're really old.
I got 2 City of Love. I got 2 City of Love and 1 Manhattan.
You'll have a second time at least. You'll have that second time.
Right, well,
I
there's
love the
more than
Manhattan.
enough in here.
Oh yeah, I get 2 manicures and a pedicure out of each set of 16. Out of every 2, like how it comes with 2 packs. I can get 2 manicures and a pedicure.
Yes.
Out of each one.
That's
why. Oh, if you don't use it all,
that's pretty amazing.
If you have a hot iron,
but I have to take
do,
the nail.
Yeah, if you take the hot iron, if you're not going to use them all at once, you put them back in the plastic, and then you take the hot iron and you just seal it real quick, and it keeps it fresh as new until you're ready to use the rest of it.
Rustling, you froze, I think.
Yeah, she did.
I think you're frozen.
Yep, I think she froze. Sorry, I'm muting every couple minutes because my dog's barking. But yeah, I think she's frozen. Her Wi-Fi's giving her issues. And yeah, no, I think those are good. You ought to, can you actually decide to sell? Oh, is that her back? Nope, still frozen, my dear. And
can't you sell color street?
That's what I was wondering. Can you actually sell those?
Oh, I thought she was frozen. You were looking so intently down. I thought you were frozen.
Sorry. You can sell Color Street. I don't sell Color Street.
Oh, sure.
Good.
Huh?
Why don't you become a distributor for the?
I should. I don't know.
Girl, you know, money saved, and then you could use that money to get more Color Street.
I almost did. I really almost I was really thinking about it. Darren told me I could do, before I even was really into the YouTube. He's like, you could do a whole YouTube channel on your nail stuff because you're so into it and you do it from start to finish. And I was like, meh.
Yeah. No, you could totally. And it doesn't have to be your whole channel. You can do other things.
No.
But that could be a large portion of it where you could actually, kind of like Robbie does with Thrive.
And I guess that's part of the thing is there's just such a hatred for the MLM community that's out there, especially on YouTube. There's that anti-MLM, and I don't want to invite that in my life.
Are you working we're not talking working the business. We're talking make a channel about you using the product.
Yeah, well, he suggested that, and then after that, I thought about also signing up as a distributor, just like you said, to get the discount.
That's like a thing.
Yeah, but because I don't want to.
It's what
I don't want to be a group or anything.
Yeah, I think if you were the issue with MLMs and all, I don't think there's an issue. People want to sell stuff for them. I don't think there's a problem with it. The problem is all the rest of it.
She's my soul sister.
I'll tell you.
I haven't eaten any yet, but yeah, there you go, right here.
Snacking lives. Yeah, I'll tell you. I am a coach with Beachbody. I don't talk about it very often, but have definitely seen, not with Beachbody, but with some of the competitors. I have seen friends who have literally left because they were uncomfortable with the predatory nature of what they were being encouraged to do. So not MLM, because none of those, well, I don't know about some of them, but I know our company does not encourage you to be predatory. But unfortunately, when you are predatory, you can be very successful. So I think teams, no matter which company it is, that they do encourage that. So that's where you get a bad taste in your mouth. And when it comes to people spreading the word about things, you're more likely to spread word about something that pisses off than something that really gave you a great experience. And then you don't really talk about the stuff that was meh, because you expected it to be that way. So it's very to hear a lot of bad news about crap, because people don't get on Facebook to be like, yeah, I tried out this today. It was what I Yeah. It was,
Yeah. And I think a lot of it comes, you're more than just what you're selling. When I see a channel created where all it is to sell that one thing, and you know that's an overt thing, okay? Because every time they do something, bang, there it is with a picture of, oh yeah, I had to do house cleaning today. Oh, but guess what? I use this to house clean or whatever. That's where you're running into issues. You're so much more than just the product. I used to sell Arbonne, okay, and
my sister does. I signed up as a rep for that, and it went nowhere for me.
Yeah, I've considered going back to it, okay, because there were a couple things I really liked of theirs, and I joined to sell mainly because I used the stuff, not to. I had no one under me or anything like that. I just like using.
Say Arbonne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Arbonne. I love Arbonne.
I considered reselling it, getting back into it that way because right now
I'm like notorious for my
wanted to buy. I go back into it in a second, but it's more or less just for me because I bought the stuff. I used to love.
I use it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
I like. I really liked their.
Hello, Scout.
The fizzes that I love those. Like those got me off of soda. That's the only thing that got me off of soda was those dang pomegranate fizzes. I love them so much.
The Arbonne fizz one? Yes. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
maybe
I love those.
Back up because I just found another whole box of them that I have upstairs.
My mom threw mine away. I was like, you just throw away like $100 worth of stuff. She's like, well, you aren't using it. I said I didn't use them for like 2 weeks. I'm sorry. Like
I loved it with them because I really didn't have to buy a lot of stuff. I did buy some stuff for showing people and all that, but didn't have to.
I love their protein powder. Their shake is the best shake on the market.
It's a good shake.
And it's not the reason it's so good for me. I don't like whey. I don't like whey protein, and everything out there's always whey protein.
Is whey protein.
I love. My son loves this shake. He make pina coladas.
Yeah. Have you seen the different? Do you keep up with the different flavors? They came out with a birthday cake flavor.
Yeah, I didn't buy that. I didn't like the strawberry. I bought the strawberry like last summer. I didn't go for it. But I like the vanilla, just vanilla.
It's hard to get strawberry right in a shake.
It is.
Yeah, because
do you know what's
strawberry is not my favorite either.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did? The chocolate. I did the chocolate shake, and then I would crush raspberries, fresh raspberries in it, and then blend it together. It was so good.
I make my own cashew nut milk. So I soak the cashews, and it's so easy to make. You just blend it with water, and like boom, cashew nut milk. And I basically I can just drink it straight if we go fast, just shake it up and just go like that. Or pineapple is amazing. Any fruits you put into it, it's just amazing.
I did a lot of the things just because I was trying to lose weight, and they actually had a pretty good program. It was when I
lost 20 pounds.
I stopped because I got pregnant again.
Ah, there you go.
And I didn't. Yeah, but then also, so there's shakes. Okay, so I drink wine, which I'm really not supposed to drink because of my bladder. But I have a bladder disease, and so it has cranberry in it. And so, like, whereas I found like some wines that don't really bother me, cranberry always and forever will bother me. And people don't understand that because it's a bladder disease, and they're like, just drink cranberry juice. And it's one of the most irritating things you can do.
For it, yes.
So their shakes have cranberry as part of their mixture in them.
Oh, okay.
And so it was aggravating my bladder constantly. So I had to. That's why I quit that. And then I was still doing the fizzes. Loved the fizzes, but then I got pregnant, and I just didn't want to do any. Like I didn't want to.
The painkiller.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the fizzes got me through so many times because I wanted to do sodas, but the sodas aren't good for you. So I just
they're so good for that. They like give you that fizzy. They don't taste terrible like seltzer, like LaCroix and stuff. Which my daughter, she drinks the hell out of them. I don't know how. Like,
we'll go back to how I pronounce that.
LaCroix.
The drinks where they rode next to fruit in a truck. and watered it, and then that's how they made
Oh
it.
my
Boom.
God, yes, yes. So,
What
yeah,
did I
no,
tell her?
going back. In fact, just about a week ago, I was kind of going through. I was using actually my eyeliner from them, and I was like, "Oh, I
Mhm.
forgot about this eyeliner." And I thought, maybe I should just pick it up again and start going back to, because when you sell, you get a small little discount. You know how that works.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I was like, "Oh, maybe I should go back and pick up and get my little thing going again, just so I could reload, because I do need to reload what I have here at the house." So
Yeah. I need to get more fizzes because mine got thrown out. Now that I'm not pregnant, I can drink. It was like right after I had the baby, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna
maybe
drink
I
those
will
fizzes again."
rejoin
And
and
I
I'll
was like,
send
"They're
you my
gone."
link. How's that? If I rejoin, I'll send you my link. Is that work?
Perfect. Yeah.
I need to try business now because I love them.
I'm back.
Yes, you have to try them, Amber. They're so good, and they're so
They
easy.
are
You literally
really,
just
really
pour them in
good.
water.
Yeah. They
Oh,
are
I can send you some. I have a ton. If someone needs me to try them, if someone wants to try them,
Amber.
Yeah.
I'll send them out.
They're very good. And also, but yeah,
And they
maybe
always
I'll-
come out with new flavors.
Oh, I really liked the strawberry champagne one. That was pretty bomb.
I missed that one. I went to go buy it, and then it was sold out.
It was
and
sold
then
out for me too. Yep. By the time
Yeah.
I got to it, it was sold out. And I was
My
so
sister
mad.
said it was the best.
Their detox tea is so good. Like, I
That's-
love it.
Oh,
I
no.
love
Yeah,
it.
my sister drinks that every day.
I do the detox tea too. It's so good. I had an interview yesterday.
I've never liked a product line besides this one.
Yeah.
It's all
Like,
natural. It's
I
all
mean-
vegan. It's like,
Yeah.
it's legit as far as all that goes.
You know
what
Because
I
my
also
sister
really
has
would
severe allergies as far as
Mhm.
like she's super allergic to all kinds of things, especially
If it's
various
furry or green.
nuts. But she can totally, these products she's really good with because they don't have the nuts and stuff in them and
And
some
all
other
that.
things she's allergic to.
Exactly. Yeah, I was kind of surprised with what all that they did, how they came up with their ingredients and the different products.
Mhm.
And like that it was really, and I love. They've got a hand soap that you can use.
Oh,
Well,
Mhm.
their whole line. That's too expensive for me though. I don't.
know.
My-
I'm
yeah,
not
I did
spending
not
money
get
on
it
that kind of
much,
stuff.
but I tried it one time because I was like, okay, I bought one of the big kits that had a bunch of different
Me
things
too.
in it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did.
My God, was it the passion fruit one? I forget which one it was. Oh my God, it smelled so good.
Yeah.
I wanted to wash my hands just to smell them afterwards. So
So
yeah.
there's another company that has soap stuff. I'll tell you that I recently started ordering from because my friend that sold Color Straight, she started selling this. It's called Elk River, and they have loofah soaps where the loofah is in the soap. It's the best thing ever. I love it. So like, you
I
don't have
wouldn't
to
want
have
to
a
share my
separate one.
loofah.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, you should get one for everybody. But like, you know, I mean, this was just mine. I'm like, this is my
Oh.
you can have it.
Like
Nobody
I
else
said,
can use
I
it.
live with all boys. I'm like,
Hide it. Like
I
take it
feel
out of
like
the shower,
I'm in
put it in the
college,
thing.
and I'm bringing out my little kit to go take it to get in the shower. I'm like,
Yeah,
get away from my cabinet and my stuff.
yeah.
Other
Oh,
stuff.
But
Not
they
that
have
I'm
the
ready to go,
shampoo
like,
bars.
Go to the bathroom or
Conditioner
by myself
bars.
anyway, so whatever. I'm just
Oh
gonna,
my
I'm just gonna walk in all the time, like whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, Pixie Faye. And
Hey.
still here. I told you, I know this group. They'll still be here. And, we
Yes.
enjoy between tonight and usually Saturdays. I can't always make it because my game day. But I don't know. Tomorrow I may not. We'll find out if I'll be able to go or not. They may cancel.
Oh no.
Oh, get your board
Right,
game night
so-
with your girlfriends?
Well, no, they're playing. What's happening? I got a dentist appointment again tomorrow.
Hmm.
And it's noon to 3, and they're like, "You're not going to come to game day afterwards." I'm like, "Yes, I will. I will. I
Sure, I
promise you."
will.
And so I'm like, "We'll see. We'll see."
It
So
depends
we'll-
on the kind of visit, really.
Yeah, and that's why. That's why it depends on how the visit goes tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
and
Don't make
Oh,
promises.
gosh, look who's coming!
That's my
Hi, girlfriend.
girl.
And I popped off.
I love you. Hi.
Yeah, I thought she was going to sleep.
Let's see if my internet wants to work. It's being
There
I
you
hope
go.
so.
Tell it to
I hope so because You're staying
But I'm
awake,
not gonna
girl.
stay on that one because I still feel like poo poo caca.
Yeah.
Aw, sweetheart.
That's okay.
You have
But I just got the best message in the whole entire world.
What?
what is it?
Hold on, let me open it up.
See, she says that, but makes us sit here for a few seconds while she
I know.
opens it up. Huh?
Hold on.
Why
I
does
just set up my desk.
On your
Soap. I've done that before. And it's fun. Making soap is the coolest thing in the world to do. I used to love
It
doing that
is.
when I was younger.
I made
Yeah.
it so my daughter, she had to do a it was Rosalang, it was Elk River Soap Company.
Elk River.
Um, Yeah. But my daughter, for gifted in 5th grade, they had to do a project where they made something and then sell it to the school. They had like a fair where they all got to sell their stuff they made. And she made soap and we learned how to make it together. And you're right. It was so fun.
Fun.
We made donut soap. It made it look like, it really did look like little donuts. And we put like real sprinkles in it. And we had 2 different like flavors. So it looked like icing on top. And it was
Ooh, it smell like fig and brown sugar. Okay, I just posted
Ooh, I like
the
that.
website that she was talking about. So, and
Yeah.
ooh,
Now I have.
that was great.
Okay,
There you go.
I'm gonna say this real fast because my internet is twonky because
Okay.
we're watching a movie right now.
Ah,
So one
I
of the
know how
girls in my group emailed the person that we were supposed to at USA Gymnastics, and she got an email from them that said, or from her, from the woman she emailed. I just wanted to thank you again for your bravery. I was informed this morning that Rick and Russ Mass have both been put on intimate suspension with no contact with minors pending further investigation.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Best news ever.
Oh my God, girl, that was awesome.
Sandra, I know you weren't trying to drop it out, but
I'm gonna try.
that internet cutting out was the most ultimate mic drop ever.
Wasn't that the greatest mic drop of all time? I mean, like, boom, right there. Oh my
and-
God.
Out.
Oh my,
That's
up here she
amazing.
comes, here she comes. Hearts for Sandra, Sandra, and also, oh my God, that's great news, Sandra.
That's the best thing ever.
And
I'm so happy for her. What a horrible thing to go through.
I know
Poor
how she
thing.
feels because when too many people in my house do the same thing.
Yeah, no, poor thing is here. She comes again.
Sorry. I accidentally
Okay.
out.
Oh, that's great
Oh, we're
news.
so happy.
Thank you guys. So I will be doing
That's
a
really
live
awesome.
about it. There's more people that are going to email. So hopefully this will completely end them.
I
But now
hope
they
so.
can't hurt things.
Have you thought about getting people on that that you're communicating with and see if anybody's interested in also joining you on your
I
lives?
have
Oh, on the live.
past year that I've been talking to everyone. And I'm not going to put them in that predicament. They're not ready. So
Okay.
if they email and tell their story and get it put out there, that's all that I care about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
They did what they needed to do at that level. So,
I was just thinking that you have such a powerful voice, such a powerful presence that, you know, if you did, you might find somebody that wants to join you. And I think it, you know, might, you know, no faces or anything, however you guys want to do it. I just was kind of thinking, I guess I kind of see it like it might be really healing for everybody too. So that you don't feel like you're just the only one out there on YouTube talking about this horrible situation. Right. You might have somebody.
I have a person that is willing to. But it's just like finding the right time because she works for the school district, so her hours are kind of wonky. And now that they're here,
right.
so
Okay.
There you go. girl.
There's your beautiful face.
She's there.
I
And
know I was like a hot mess. I feel like shit, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I feel awful.
I know.
And I got that news, and I felt better. And then I still
Scout
liked
may
it.
not know. I don't think Scout
It's like
knows
a
the whole
little
story
high you can ride for a little bit.
right now. Sandra, I don't know. Do you feel okay telling her what is going on? I don't think she's heard the whole story about what's been
I
happening.
mean, I don't want to take
okay.
over your live, and I don't want to ruin the vibe.
No.
But,
This is the group. This
back
is our
when-
group.
Back in 1999, I was SA'd by my gymnastics coach, and we went to court, and he got off due to lack of evidence. And for 38 years, he's still been, 21 years. 21 years later, he still was in practice. And then finally, USA Gymnastics got, I don't know what happened. I don't know if someone reported them and they started an investigation, or after they found out about my case, they just kept it open and then with hoping people would add to it. So I don't really know the timeline.
Right.
And then last weekend we found out that they closed their doors finally in Derby where they were at, and so they no longer had a facility. And then the next step was trying to get another practice, saying that they can't, like they're on suspension right now.
Awesome news. I also, Scout, just so you know,
That's the watered down
version. She, I just posted her channel.
Yeah.
Please take a look there. Subscribe to her. She also has a live from the other day that was awesome. It really was an awesome.
It was the
Very
best
powerful.
live.
But definitely worth subscribing. She also has some great things. We just went through a whole season of The Bachelor, and I know she's.
I mean, there's some amazing lives over there.
Yes, there is. It's not all serious. Okay, there's some really good stuff, and that's what it is. All our lives. They're not all serious. They're not all fun. They're a little combo of everything, and that's what the show is.
Little guy.
You are subscribed to her. Awesome. That's great. No, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, are we playing on Switch or something?
Sorry. Derailed the whole freaking video.
Of course.
Oh,
Kids
he is
and
amazing.
pets.
Right?
Kids
Can you
and
say-
pets will derail them quickly.
Mommy's turn.
Hi.
Oh, mommy's phone. Hi.
Well, I am going to get off. I
Get
love you
rest,
all, but
hon.
I'm going to get off. I'm going to go back to bed.
You got it.
You should.
You get some sleep,
You should.
sweetheart.
Thank you
I'm
for
so
being
happy
part
for
of my
you.
journey, and I hope the next email we get is they can no longer practice at all. So
You got it.
one step
It will.
closer.
It will. That's it.
Fingers crossed and
Fingers
prayers.
crossed.
Yeah.
Thank you,
You
guys.
got it.
Love you all. Have a
It's
good
coming.
night.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bless you.
Yeah, Scout, I think a lot of us, one thing we were talking the other day about, so many of us, if not the majority of us, I think are survivors of one sort or another. And I think that's one way that we could start utilizing Discord, but we all want to make sure everyone's safe as they're doing that. And so those are some of the locations we're trying to set up. I know in my Discord, I'm trying to figure out how I could create a safe zone where people truly don't have to worry. Yes, you're always going to have maybe a troll sneak through, but we'll do everything we can to make sure there aren't those. And everyone has the tools to deal with whatever happens, because talking your story brings up shit. It really brings up shit. And you need to be able to handle whatever pops up at the same time. So, and sorry, I'm muting real quick. I've got someone coming up to ask me a question.
You know, I also think too that when we talk about SA and just a lot of what's, you know, so powerful right now in our day and age is it's not as we're taking the shame away from it. We're taking the guilt away from it. We're actually able to create a place where, you know, 20 years ago, this was not something you spoke about. You just,
Right.
it happened and it happened, and you're just going to sit there and, you know, go,
Be quiet.
whatever.
Right.
To be silenced. And it wasn't that I was silenced. It was, I mean, of course the people closest to me wouldn't understand, but it wasn't necessarily something that I would, you know, the healing behind it didn't take place for a long time.
Yes.
And I mean a long time, where I sat there, you know, I'm a mother and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about everything. And I'm like, wow, this is not okay.
No.
Some
And
of
you're
it-
No.
healing's never completely done either. We think we get to a point where we can operate and we know certain tools on how to deal with issues as they pop up, but the issues still pop up. There's still issues there to deal with. And that's where we keep fighting for whatever happens. And Sandra sharing what she shared with us the other day was a huge step. And that also brings other people wanting to step forward and make comments too.
And I hope people are watching her video that, went through the same thing. And I'm hoping that they're finding their voice. And that's where my comment came from. It wasn't necessarily like a forced, share or anything, but if someone feels they want the extra support, like we will all jump on there and be like, go sister, let's go. Like, we're here to support you. We love you. Cause that's the kind of women we are. We're loving and kind, and we're generous, and we're sweet to our core.
Yeah.
And that's something I know I pride myself in. And I can be a badass woman in business and things like that here and there. But ultimately, that's not, this is something when we're talking about people that have been harmed.
True, Rosaline, domestication. That's exactly one of the reasons why I wanted to start with this whole thing with the 4 agreements. All of this comes together. We talked about this last night. Amber, Sandra, and I, we were talking at one point, and it's like, you know what? We can open up these areas for us to talk about these issues. But the problem is, are we allowing people to have the skills to be able to deal with what pops up? So how can we give people a safe place, but also give them the skills or a place to go to? It's sometimes more than just a phone number. Yes, as mods, we get in there and we're like, oh, if you're okay, contact Rain or things like that. But, sometimes it's more, you don't need to call it Rain. Maybe it's just you need to know that this is how I ground myself right now because I'm starting to spiral downwards, and I need to calm myself down real quickly before I spiral worse.
Can you explain that to me? What was it? You call it what? I'm a little...
domestication. Okay, that's all getting back to part of the stuff with the 4 agreements. Sure. Domestication is there's those certain rules that are set up within our lives that color how we react to things. Yep. All of those things come in together, and we've got, sorry about that. Oh, sorry, reading this. Yeah, gaining power. This is a place we can come back and we can gain our power back. We can deal with things. We can work with things and address them. Break the stigma. I think that's
break the stigma.
Yeah. Many of us got here. Okay, I hate to even bring up the word because it brings up all sorts of shit, but a lot of us got here because of Sophie. Okay, Sophie brought something up in a lot of us where we have stories that we wanted to share. We want to make changes. We want to break it goes along with it. Okay, and you know what? We still can do that. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens with all the storylines, okay, that went along with that one story. We've got this that's going on. So, and we'll work with it. This is just step 1. This is plain just 30 years ago, the police just took you. Yep. No, it's amazing how many.
Well, our families would family, especially in the South, like if you said anything, you were the problem because you ruined the family. You speaking up about you better not say anything because you're going to screw up the family and it's going to be your fault and you're the bad one. Like, why do you need to bring everybody else down? Why do you have to tear everybody apart?
Yes.
Because it was more important to keep the family together and everybody, than to protect whoever was hurt in the family.
Right.
And so then you have to break off from the family, and then you're seen as the bad one. You're seen as the crappy relative who has abandoned the family because you can't tell your story because you're being told by your parents or whoever that.
Yeah, it sits inside. It just beats you up. Pixie Faye, yes, I did hear a little bit about the situation. I don't know where the truth is right now with all that. So I've just I'm waiting until whatever
there's no way to tell.
And then at that point, when things become official, And right now, there's so many weird things. I don't know. It could be true. I'm not sure. So, yeah.
I remember taking the rumor mill on that situation.
Exactly. And that's it. Exactly. So, Rosaline, are you getting ready to head off to sleep? Okay. Hey, love you, girl. I really know you have no idea what that meant when I saw your name pop up in the chat. Okay. As I started my chat, it really, made my day there. So thank you, my dear. Love ya. And I'll get some good sleep. And also, but so we'll see what we can pull together off this. I think it's something that many of us are ready for, but we just need to make sure that we prepare. I know Amber has some amazing ideas that as months go down the road, things will develop. And I think we're all a team here and we're all helping each other on different ways. One will take this side of everything. Another will take this side of everything. Okay, maybe it is Sandra is looking at, okay, how can you go after, and this is not what she's going after. I'm just saying, this is just ideas. This is how you say your story and you go after making a difference, because it's amazing the difference she's making by speaking up and following through with things no matter what. Okay, someone else may step in and be like, okay, this is a great place for you to be able to tell your stories. And we're all here to support each other through the stories. Another person is sitting there saying, okay, this is how we can give you tools to deal with all this. Okay, knowing that in the end, all of us probably have been at a therapist one time or another. And many of us will have to go back to a therapist at one point or another.
I love my therapist.
Yeah. And also
lots of money for them. Tell me I'm fine. Yeah, you're fine. What, $11,000, $12,000 for them to say, Margie, you're actually okay. You're fine. I'm like, wait.
Yeah,
I get it. And honestly, that little light bulb was that was worth that money. Now that I think about it, it sounds crazy.
They're great.
For someone to sit there and tell you you're fine and you realize you're actually fine.
Yeah. They're great. So Pixie Faye, I see what you're saying. I plan to expose, and that is awesome. Some of us are going to be able to expose what happened. Okay, some will go after people in court. Some of us may be at a point where either we can't because we don't have a name to go with it. Okay, or times, okay, all sorts of different things. But that doesn't mean we can't state what the truth is for those people, and we'll support those people who can go and expose and make changes by giving their story publicly that way. So, definitely.
Even about getting it out of your skull.
Yeah. Yes.
How many people have sat in utter silence?
True. Just sat there and exactly, waiting and listening, and as the conversations go on in your head. And that's kind of one reason why I picked up the 4 agreements initially, to get me through my survivor stories. Okay. Now I'm repicking it up, yes, as part of that, but also how to get through regular life. Okay. Whether it be sitting here on YouTube and dealing with whatever pops up, or home life, or whatever, it pops in and helps out everywhere. Okay, so yours is going to be complicated. Good work, girl. And we'll be there for you to back you up when it does go public and when you need people to talk to. We'll be there for you for that. And sometimes talking to is supporting people. Sometimes it's telling people, you know what? You got this. Okay, come on. Just stand up and you've got it. You've got it. Sometimes it's the push. Okay, we all need different things. And that's the other thing. Each of us need to be able to speak up and say, hey, you know what? I don't need the mollycoddling now. Okay, I need someone to kick me in the ass and tell me, hey, get your head out of the sand and just stand up now. And that's fine.
Right.
We all have a different way of dealing.
You reminded me of something. We're talking about this last night, privately, but the ladies in the chat, well, actually the men in the chat too, if you're in there. Rachel Hollis's "Girl Wash Your Face" is an amazing book. You should, it literally speaking. It's called
Put it in the chat.
I'll put it in.
I'm typing it in right now.
Okay, you got it.
Let's see if I can find it on Amazon. Well, Amazon, we were saying not the best place to go get it, but at least you can see a link.
on Audible.
I will,
as
yeah.
well.
Amazon. If you can use Amazon to find the name or whatever, and then go to their personal website and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has she has her book on Audible and she reads it herself. And I actually really like the Audible version because you're hearing her voice telling her stories.
Yes.
A lot of really
Mhm.
insightful, empowering information in there. And it touches on a lot of what we've been talking about, over the last like 30, 40 minutes.
That's good. I actually have some Audible things I can buy right now for free. So that's for those of you who've never had Audible. It's actually
Love Audible.
okay.
I love it.
Good. Okay, this is going to be a super long link, guys, but I'm not sure how to make it shorter right now. So we'll see if it'll let me send it. It may be too long. It's too long for me to send. Okay, never mind, guys. I can't send it. It's too long.
But if you just Google what she put in the chat, you'll be able to find it.
You can literally put "Girl Wash Your Face." It was like
Girl
that's
Wash
true.
Your Face. Okay.
New York Times bestseller. So
yeah, I just typed it in. It popped up really easy.
And that's where the whole "Girl Wash Your Face" portion of her book came from. Was she was literally talking about, okay, like you're down, life has hit you in the face.
I've heard about this.
Get up, dust yourself off. You've been trying to girl wash your face and push forward. She's got some really amazing stuff, and she's been through a lot of stuff. She was her and her husband adopted children. They were foster parents. She started from the ground up with her business. She's really, really cool.
Right. And no, I think in Pixie Fair, I just saw that. I would love to, when the time comes, let us know if you need a place to talk about your story or something. Okay, any of us, I'm sure, would be more than willing to give you a location. But I would love to hear your story. Just seeing what you're posting there, I think it's amazing that you're already speaking up like this. And also, definitely, the stories that we all have, and there's no need to hide behind them or anything anymore. There's no need whatsoever to do it. Okay, you may not have names. You may have names. Okay, but it's just standing up for who you are. And from there, you grow into who you are. Because we've got lessons we're learning from all this stuff. Now it's just growing into those lessons and running with them. So
that's exactly what it is. That's the truth. Is we're all walking in a journey. Is that me?
I don't know who that is. I'm not sure. Oh, sorry. My mom just texted me, so I'm gonna let her know something.
Yeah, it's true, Indra. We do have everybody's back.
That is something that is super important to all of us. Like we've been talking about this a lot, kind of closed doors, like inclusivity. And I don't mean that in like the catchphrasey, tree hugging, this is 2021 kind of way, which is fine, but with other topics, literally like, everything is okay. Everything is important. Everything, your feelings, your experiences, my experiences, like we were talking earlier about Lacey's daughter. Like, not everybody is going to see life the same way. Not everybody kids the same way. Not everybody's going to experience the exact same experience the same way. They could be in the same damn room, and everybody's different. And you're not going to get a bunch of hate here, and we won't tolerate that from our followers. So.
No. I think that's one thing for sure. All of us have been, and we realize everyone's different. And sometimes our past can have us come across wrong, in the way we approach things. And we may say something that's colored by our past that kind of doesn't come out right.
Right.
Well, you know what? That's fine. Those things happen, but you got to stand up and say, okay, you know what? I realize what I did was wrong and it is colored by this. And it's beyond that. It's not just being able to acknowledge that. It's being able to take that next step and say, okay,
right,
but that's not the excuse. Now, what do I need to do to take that next step? Because in the end, that's what this is all about. All of us coming to terms with whatever happened and not seeing that as an excuse. Because I belong to one, way back when I started all my healing and all, I belonged to a Delphi Forums group that I started. And it was a wonderful group. We had such support for everyone and things there. But one of the things that we would slowly run off to is we would start using it as an excuse. Okay, oh, it's the reason why we're this way is this because what happened to us and we can't change now and we're just always going to be this way and all. It's not. There's so much. I couldn't see that back when I was in my 20s, but now that I'm in my 40s, 50s, I can see, no, I can actually use that to change who I am.
Yeah.
And help with my interpersonal.
Completely different, but kind of similar. That was what my urologist, because there's like support groups for people with my bladder condition and stuff like that. But she said you had to be careful because the same thing, because you fall into traps of just woe is me. Everybody starts woe is me, and instead of being positive. And she's like, honestly, the positivity that you bring to the situation and to the disease is going to help you a lot more. And I just want to just be wary of being brought down into the we're never going to get better.
It sounds like you're a really good doctor. That sounds like
Sounds amazing.
It must be a nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
No, she's a urologist. She's the doctor, but she's amazing. She's
right.
So back when I first
great.
got diagnosed, there was no doctors near me. So I travel like an hour and a half to go see her into a bigger city. And then now there's doctors closer to me, but I'm like, nope. I'm staying with her. I will still travel the hour and a half outside. It's outside of my state.
Wow.
She's amazing.
You found the connection. You found the connection. Yeah, Sandra, you take your power back. Okay, as long as you're allowing them to, whatever happened to you affect who you are, and you're like, oh, I'm never going to allow that to change. Okay, I can't change because this is what happened to me and all that. And you get into the woe is me pit. You know what? They have your power. You got to take that power back. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to be automatically happy and go lucky and all that.
Right.
No, you're not. But at least you're taking the power back from them.
Not all related to SA either. Medical,
right?
Life, one of the things that I learned when I was a pediatric nurse working with kids is that they don't fall. Well, sometimes when they get into the teenager age, but when you're dealing with kids that are like 12 and under, they don't fall into the woe is me pit.
No.
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's they don't have that that introspection yet because of their age. But it was some of the most powerful freaking cases. I mean, pediatric cases of cancer. They're the happiest you'll see on the freaking unit, and they're not letting it get them down, and they keep pushing forward. And just like you're not defined by the things that happen to you, you also need to not let them dictate how you move forward. And I wish I could say that I'm just this wise person that follows my own fucking words, but I don't. And I struggle daily with my medical conditions and whatnot. But it's that echo chamber. You can't, let yourself get, energy that's basically saying you're this. I have a lot of patients that have MS, and I hear a lot of, I have MS. I can't do that. Right. I mean, can't is a very harsh, line for,
exactly. It's black and white right there. There's no way out.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's
Nope. Exactly. Yeah. No, I think there's so much. I think that's what's so funny. I never thought we'd be getting to this step using YouTube. Okay, think back when you first joined your first Discord group. Did you ever think we'd be stepping into this discussion? And yet it's just weird how it all kind of comes together.
I thought I would get into YouTube because we wanted to create a channel for my sister where she professionally argues with people. That's right.
Oh, yes.
but that's where I thought I'd be.
That's amazing.
Right, exactly.
So she's like a lawyer, but just like a YouTube personality.
Oh,
That's it.
lawyers argue important things. She argues stupid stuff.
I loved her that night. She was on that live, on Sandra's live. Oh
Who
my
is she?
God.
Who is she?
My sister, she literally,
My sister.
she argued for like a year that people would have a reason to counterfeit quarters. Yeah, my brother, what's messed up, I knew what you were about to say. Like, you tell her, like, okay, with quarters, like, part of what makes a coin worth its value is its weight in the metals that it's made out of. So it's not, by the time you spend the money to make the quarter, you spent 20 cents. Like, it's not worth it. You could tell her these things. She's like, the sky is green. And you're like, no, like, here's the color wheel. This is the shade.
But she'll talk you into it.
It's blue. And then she's like, no, but
Now.
So funny. She was so funny.
yeah, so she's
It's funny. We all have, those of us who have channels building up right now, we're all thinking about things we can do. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're sitting on you for that. My brother's already said, okay, I'm going to sit there and I'll come in and do a training on discussion on how to train for a marathon and all these things. It's like all these ideas, but I mean, her sister, I can't wait to see something put together by her sister someday on live. It'd be hilarious. So, or a recorded video, Amber, for you, a recorded video like that would be oh my God, the editing you could pull off on that. Right.
One time, we record the first time we argued about the guys in the bathroom scenario.
Yes. That would do it. That would do it.
Is she older or younger?
She's younger. She
How
argued
much?
with me 4 years. She argued with me about proper etiquette between dudes in a bathroom, and I'm not a dude, but like I know, you know.
Neither is she.
Like
I am not either. Let me just clarify.
Huh?
I said neither is she. She's not a dude either.
No,
So there you go.
It's hard to understand.
Believe me, I started asking men in our direct vicinity about it, and they were telling her you're wrong. And then she's arguing with the people with penises that they're wrong about what happens in men's bathrooms. So this went on literally. If I even mentioned it was a Clorox bleach commercial that started all this, if I even said there was this commercial with Clorox, she would fly off the handle. Oh, you're gonna tell him, and then it's gonna color what they think about it. And I'm like, it's because you're wrong. So she like that once got into an argument for a week over what color shirt Penny from the Big Bang Theory was wearing.
Oh my gosh.
It was
like the dress? Like the dress thing?
Oh my God.
Probably was. It was like a violet colored shirt, and she was swearing up and down it was blue.
The dress and the shoes. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
That was
thing.
the gold dress thing that everybody was talking about on Facebook. Like,
And
is
there's
it gold or blue?
yeah.
Like,
And there's a pair of shoes.
So funny.
I will tell
I
you, girl, there are people. Sorry, there are people who swear that chartreuse. Like, okay, I'm gonna ask y'all. Chartreuse. Where do you think it is?
I'm one of those people.
Wait, chartreuse is a green color. It's a yellow green.
So I distinctly remember that. So this, oh my God, I've got to do a live on this. Are you guys familiar with, oh my God, what is it called?
The effect. Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. Yes. Love the Mandela effect.
My daughter's obsessed.
I must live in that alternate universe because all of those things I have distinct memories of. So I have memories when my now 16-year-old was 3 and 4 of like the chartreuse character on Blue's Clues. Being like a purple, like a
get some rest, my dear.
Hold on. Was that her name? Was that the name?
There was
because chartreuse is definitely a green color.
Yeah, there was a character on one episode, and my son used to watch it on repeat. Who's chartreuse, and that's how he learned the word. I swear to God, It was a different color, and I was so upset.
People think it's purple. They think it's a purple fuchsia.
That's what I thought. Yeah, no, we'll do a Mandela effect. We'll definitely have to do something on that.
Yes, please.
So much on that. Yeah, so much on that.
What was that genie movie?
Yes.
The basket was the
with the basketball player. Yeah,
Shazam.
Exactly.
No,
there's another one. The basketball one's another one, but the Shazam movie.
Yeah. Well, so Shazam.
Berenstein Bears.
Shazam.
Yeah, and
Berenstein Bears.
Yeah, so the Shazam thing, people remember Sinbad being in it, and people are saying, "Oh, are you sure?"
Yeah.
Was it
Cassie?
Sinbad wasn't. Yes, he was. He was in that movie.
Sinbad was, but Shaq wasn't. No, or was it vice versa?
No, it was vice versa. Everyone remembers Sinbad.
It was Shaq.
Remember Sinbad in the movie Shazam? It doesn't exist.
No,
the movie doesn't exist. I remember the purple outfit he was wearing.
Yeah,
doesn't exist.
It was Shaq.
The Berenstein Bears is my thing. I'm like, it was STEIN. I had 50,000 Berenstein Bear books, and there's STEIN. It was not STAIN. No.
I would have read Berenstain and looked like a freaking fool as an adult.
Right. But I have them now. I'm like, these same books, because my daughter has them. And I was like, Aurora, go get your books that I gave you from when I was a kid. They say Berenstain. She brings them to me. It's Stain. It's STAIN. I was like,
no,
those books changed.
They changed. I'm sorry.
That's not what that said.
Hey, girl, can you go in there and just say hi or something in chat, because I'm trying to make you a mod. I can't get anything set
I don't know how to do. I don't even know what a mod means.
Can you post in private chat your channel, and then I'll post it for you.
Yeah, if you want to make me a mod, I can learn, I guess. I mean,
well, all you need to do for right now, just go ahead. It'll give you the ability to post your link real quick. Hey guys, I hate to do this to you guys. I'm going to have to log off because I've got family here who decided they wanted to do cleaning today, even though I've had this scheduled for how long? Yeah, and also I need to get in there and help them out with a project real quick. So we will connect up again with another live and all, but I hate to.
No, you're fine.
Pull this down now.
You're fine. You're fine.
You got it. But thanks for joining me up here, guys, because I try to get through the first part just so I can get to where I can pull everyone up on panel. It's like, okay, get through all the talking. Okay, now we're set. Yes. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are having a great day.
Bye.
Thank you, Therese, so much. And Rosalind. Love you, my dear.
Where are you? I miss you.
Yeah, for everyone. I mean,
How do I get out of here? Let's see.
How you get here? Let's see if I can. There, she got it. So for everyone who joined me on panel, seriously, thank you guys. I know Rosalind came up, Sandra, Jet's mom, Margie. Let's see. Gulf Coast Mama and Amber. And yes, I'm talking to them. You do not need to kiss me right now. So thank you guys for all joining me. And yeah, next week we'll start with the first agreement. And please make sure to join the Discord. We're going to start doing some work on Discord about all this so that everyone will be ready for next week. And we'll just see how things go from there. Thanks everyone for joining me. I mean, yeah, I'm actually starting to really look forward to every Friday. I might have to come up with an excuse for another day of live sooner or later. Yeah, that works. So for everyone who's still here, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you hit that bell and tell it to let you know the moment I go live, because we know how important that is and how YouTube loves to skip it all the time. And we will see you next week. Cassie says goodbye, and love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Yes, goodbye.